Rolling a monster
Hello.
too, Eagle.
I'm Eagle Gardens 1 on Instagram. This is fucking talking shit with Eagle, the wormhole. We've got Scooters 3G already in the house. Hopefully, you guys have filled that tray, your drink. You're ready to hang out for a few. Pleasure to have you back, my friend, first and foremost.
Rolling a monster too.
Sorry about that. That's my YouTube blasting through the mic there.
It's all good. Thanks, Eagle, man. It was an awesome conversation. Thanks for the invite back to the wormhole here. It's fucking good times. Gonna roll one up and convo some mo.
I had just a few moments to kind of zip through my Instagram there, and there's already a few good messages in there, about tonight's show. Great episode, So it was a great episode, and obviously it shows when I'm no sooner done with the show and there's already DMs. That's always a good sign.
That's really
a good sign.
That's great to hear, man. Thank you so much. Thanks for having me on. It's a great talk. You made me feel really comfortable, man. Like I was a little bit nervous, but I felt like I was talking to family. So thank you very much.
I like this app a little more laid back on this episode, this part of things. Okay. Relax a little bit myself. I gotta spin one up myself. Smoking some Primal Punch.
Primal Punch. Damn. Never even heard of it till now.
No, that was bred by Med Grower 1.
Okay.
One of his crosses there. Pretty good. That's the Gorilla Glue times Skunk Punch.
Ooh. Sounds like a winner.
Pretty good stuff. Definitely good stuff. Skunk Beard. I think I said Skunk Punch, but I'm pretty sure, yeah, it's Skunk Beard. Yes. Got a few popping in the chat. Raz Banshee, Robasso for life. Cheers, everybody. Can you see chat? Scooter?
I couldn't see chat and I can't see chat. Actually, I guess if I pulled it up on my tablet and just didn't pay attention.
Yeah. There you go. Sometimes it makes it easier though. When you were doing the episode for the the other person not to watch the chat.
I did that once because I had a live interview, like same thing, but through like my barbecue stuff. And I was like doing that, like I was watching the chat, it was just too confusing. So I learned from that. I'm like, I'm not even going to look at the chat tonight. I'm just going to talk to Eagle and speak from my heart. It was fucking awesome.
Man, I took down that barbecue grill yesterday, man. I'm waiting to get that out of the dryer. It's got that face on fire there, which has some of that pine terps to it. I actually kind of almost forgot about the BBQ having the pine terps in it. And I was like chopping it up, and I was like, it started raising the eyebrow. I'm like, oh yeah, I might have a little something piney in the house a little earlier than I expected there. So I'm definitely looking forward to that, man. I got some more pine coming. These girls behind me are all those Dane Grower sent me some Xmas seeds, and them there's 4 of them. Bang, 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 bang. Those 4 right there are all Xmas, which is, I'm guessing, like a super piney strain. Right? Waiting to dive into that stuff. And for me, that's what I'm looking for currently is that old school pine. Very good for me. Several reasons, man. It's good for my old construction lungs, which have seen tons and tons of dust over the years. And then it's got that nice clearing, anti-anxiety for me, clear-headed. Yeah, it's one of them double-edged swords of pine for me. It can be very clear-headed. You know what I mean? I can, one, smoke one, feel good in the lungs, feel good in the head. Two, I'm fucking joking all the rest of the fucking day. You know what I mean? I might not be so productive on the second one, but I'm gonna have a lot of fucking fun doing whatever the fuck
Yeah. So yeah, like that's pretty interesting. Talking about that, like some stuff, like I'll smoke it and like it'll get everything going. Like it'll just clear me right out. Like my nose will start running, eyes, you feel your chest, everything's just start like your blood's rushing, and you know, I can't be. I've actually have a hard time being around fresh flower. Like I can smoke it, but when I'm harvesting, fuck man, my eyes get all red. I feel funny. I feel like I get allergies, and that's exactly what it is. But yeah, it sucks.
Oh, that's a thing too, man. There's people that actually do develop. I have hay fever and stuff like that. I'm allergic to weeds in general, and I've heard people actually becoming allergic to cannabis like that.
Yep.
I'm like, no, that's a
Yeah,
thing. No, please. That would be my luck right there. Just to one day be allergic to the plant I love so much.
that would suck.
Oh
Yeah,
my
like it's
gosh.
funny. I can smoke it, but as soon as I cut one down and hang it, and if I sit out here, all of a sudden, like for a day or two, my eyes are acting up, and I know that's what I'm like. What's going on? And then I figured it out. So yeah, sucks. Mixed in a salad here, Eagle. I got a whole bunch of shit in this one.
Them are sometimes the best ones, man. I'm not a stranger to any salads myself. I like to be a little bit of a chef sometimes when it comes to rolling. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. I purposely do it sometimes. And it doesn't have to be a little bit of what's left over on the tray to make that salad. Sometimes I purposely like to take a Fuel strain and add just a little bit of orange to it or something like that to kind of, make a new flavor, man.
Yep, exactly.
Cheers, Captain.
Cheers, Eagle. Hey, Scooter, nice show.
Hey, nice to meet you, sir. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing great this
Excellent.
afternoon.
This afternoon, awesome. Well,
Yeah,
thank
we're
you.
here in Thailand a little bit. So we're about Michigan's 13 hours off.
I gotcha. So that would make me 16 hours off.
Hmm. You're East Coast,
West.
West.
Yeah.
Okay. Then we're shorter time. I'm in
Oh,
Thailand.
oh shit. Okay. So yeah, be 3 hours difference from Eagle. That's right.
But great show tonight. I know how it is. You get on there for the first time and you feel a little bit like, what am I doing here? And then it gets a lot easier.
Oh,
For me, I'm not speaking in front of 10,000 people. It's just a couple people. And it's like, okay, this is a lot fucking different.
yeah. Just the Zoom setup having like like I was on the bottom and Eagle was up top. So I just seemed like I was just talking to him the whole time, man. It was like perfect. It was like I went into this tunnel vision with him, right? Like it's just me and Eagle. It's just me and Eagle. It's just that's all I saw. It was like me and Eagles just having a fuck convo. That's all this is. There's nobody watching. It's cool. And
Yeah,
it was great, man. He really made me feel comfortable. So it was awesome.
he made me feel comfortable too, because I hadn't been on social media basically since like 2004 when Overgrowth started going out bad. So I
Gotcha.
jumped off of that, and just recently here in the past couple months, I got back on the social media. My IG account is open now for 36 days.
Nice.
So we're starting to enjoy life here again. Eagle's given us me at least some place to go during the day. And it's filled with nothing but good people, filled with good knowledge. And yeah, fucking Smiley dropped some information on me the other day. I had a joke with him the other night. I've had to read some of that shit 5 and 6 times, and I'm not that stupid, but man, it made me feel dumb. All this new organic bullshit and all this information coming up over the past 10 years. It's just, okay, I used to know my shit, but I don't know nothing now, especially when it comes to
That's
organic.
exactly how I've come into everything is I know shit about shit because it just keeps me open-minded and, keeps me hungry for answers.
Yeah. You were kind of like Johnny. Johnny's one of those people that like to try new and different things, and give it a try, see if it works. If it works,
Yep.
it works. If it doesn't,
Yeah, why not?
And then you get people like me and other people, hey, listen, we've done that 100 ways. Don't do it that way. Why? Because we know it doesn't work.
Right. That's pretty,
And
yeah.
I'm still waiting for that next one, that 101st time that it didn't work, because I'll try it again when someone asks something new.
Yep. It's constantly changing, man, constantly evolving. We're getting smarter and smarter every day. And I think, sitting around is kind of a product of that. Like, I don't know about yourself, but I mean, we kind of been told we can't go anywhere for a year. And I tell you, man, I've come up with some pretty neat things in the last year. Good ideas, stuff around the yard, projects. Having to take that extra special time in the garden,
Yeah,
I
we're
mean,
just having another breakout of COVID here in Thailand. Most of the schools are shut down right now. Convenience stores and everything are closed by 11 o'clock. In 12 provinces right now, there's no dining indoors. The few other provinces we can eat, but there's no alcohol sales, so they want you to eat and leave. So, we had it good up until right around Christmas time. All the bars were open, live music was playing. But, now it's kicking us in the ass again, and we're actually in double-digit deaths a day here in Thailand.
that's terrible.
And since we're all connected here on a VPN, I can say this. I really think it's all done by the government. It's a military-controlled government that I live in, so I have to watch what I say. I have to be on VPNs so they can't track me. It's something that they will come to my house and get me, because they do monitor things like this, especially the cannabis, now that we have medical. And not only that, somehow the license for THCs are out there now for the permits. So it's
I don't know,
going to
but
be interesting here.
I just ate a peach gummy bear and they're delicious.
Yeah, when it comes to medibles, I'm one of them super freaks.
Well, I usually don't mind, but when it gets late at night and I know I'm staying up past my bedtime, because usually I have a window. And if I don't hit that fucking window, bro, I'm up for the night. That's it. So unless I kind of balance that out somehow, I'll be up. This would be a 24-hour wormhole.
Yeah, I've learned one thing. I had never cooked with like concentrate. And, you know, so I took a couple grams of shatter and I threw it into a batch of brownies. And I'm thinking, okay, it's like 8 o'clock and I'm going to, you know, I'm going to eat like a 4-inch chunk of my brownies because I know what I put in my brownies. And I figure, okay, you know, I'll be asleep by 9:30, 10 o'clock. Well, 4, 4:20, 5 o'clock, 5:30 a.m. I'm still up. I will never use shatter again in a medible and try to go to sleep. That was a big mistake. I felt
like
I was like I was doing a line
your
of coke.
body's all numb, but your brain's still like wired awake. You're like, I can't move. But I'm just, yeah, I can imagine what that felt like.
Yeah. How we doing tonight, Eagle?
Good, good, man. I was just thinking to myself, man, Scooter makes me feel a little bit better because I fucking, I know that exactly what you're talking about. That sweet spot for me is 6 a.m. If I don't fucking make an effort to hit that pillow by 6 a.m., I've missed that fucking window, and chances are fucking getting a clean good night's sleep is fucking done. I might as well stay up,
Yeah.
get some shit done, and just ride it out until the next window comes around, which is right around 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I'll fall out for a little while and then get back up if I miss that 6.
Yeah, I'm pretty much on the same cycle, like that afternoon 2 nap, just a little, cat nap, usually under an hour, and it's perfect. Resets all your triggers again and ready to go.
Man, I got real fucking on the sleep deprivation there for a long time. I'm still kind of in that cycle, man. Well, a lot of great minds through history have operated on 4 hours of sleep. Tesla, Edison, both ran on small intervals of sleep and then a cat nap through the day. And so, and then doctors, man, a lot of people that we trust our lives with, man, fucking operate on very little sleep, which in that aspect scares me a little bit because I've heard, that aspect. Would you want your doctor to fucking smoke cannabis before he operates on you? And these days, I'd be like, yeah, man, I hopefully he gets a little rest too because, man, them doctors really push it. Scarily push it, you know what I mean? With hours of being up there. So yeah, I don't know. I'm terrible
Be
about
all
sleep.
high, just in there looking around, be like, whoa, hey, while we're in here, we might as well fix this for this guy.
That reminds me, a couple years ago, I had to have my gallbladder out while I was on a trip here in Thailand. It flared up really bad, and I was up here in the north, and I went to Chiang Mai, which is the second largest city in Thailand. It's the largest in the north. It's where all the medical schools and things like that are. And I go in and the doctor says, oh yeah, while you're in, we're going to give you a vasectomy. And I looked at him and I'm like, what? he says, yeah, well, with your age and everything, you and your girl here don't need to, have another kid, do you? And I said, wait a second, you want to take out my gallbladder and then give me a vasectomy too? Yeah. I looked at her and I said, come on, we're going back to Bangkok. This guy's out of
Whoa.
his fucking mind.
Wow. That's insane.
Yeah.
Ow.
So yeah, I'd rather have my doctor a little stoned than fucking stupid like that.
No shit. Rather be
I
stoned.
have no.
That would be that'd be an awesome shirt. I'd rather be stoned than stupid.
There you go. Hey, print them up.
I have no. I've been in for a few surgeries, and every fucking surgery I've been in, they fucking X marks the spot. X marks the spot, and you pretty much have to fucking like initial it. This is the one. Yes.
Yeah.
What the fuck, man? There, yeah, no, that's scary right there. That I can make it. There's a couple things I've learned about surgeries, and that's never to Google that shit beforehand. Oh man, that shit, the fucking outcomes of surgery, your surgery. Oh man, that shit will give you fucking keep you up. And then once I get there, I managed to calm myself. I'm in a good place. Everything's gonna be all right. I was just worrying. And then they fucking pull back the sheet and do the X thing, and it's like, what? You guys ain't got your shit together enough that you need an X? Come on, man. Whole team should be on board with this. You shouldn't need a fucking X. Come on. It's scary. Now I can't sleep.
Yeah, I remember doing that with my knee, and they made you sign it across where the bandage crosses. So if that bandage uncrosses something, if that, you know what I mean? Like there was like a mark from your initial when you initialed the bandage, I guess wherever they were going to cut you.
I've actually had great luck here in Thailand with my doctors. I had the gallbladder taken out, and you can't even tell in my belly button the scar from the LASIK surgery. You can put your finger in it. There's hardly any scar tissue. It was cool because I sat down and I talked with my doctor for 2 hours about Lester Greenspoon, because my doctor's a Harvard graduate.
Wow.
And Greenspoon's the head of medicine there at Harvard, or was at the time he went to. And last a year ago from Valentine's Day, I got hit by a drunk driver up here on my bike, and it tore up my left knee. And they had to totally go in and reconstruct all the ligaments. Everything was torn up in it. And I look at the scar today, and it's like, that's an inch and a half, that's an inch and a half, and that's an inch, and that's it. There's no 6-7 inch scar for the ACL repair that they did, nothing like that. And found out that my doctor was the head of orthopedics at the hospital. Now, my gallbladder cost me $2,800 US. That was also 4 nights in the hospital. And my knee was 12.5.
Jesus Christ, that included shipping and handling or what?
No, I had to get here. That was another $1,000.
God damn.
But yeah, the medical here is really cheap, and I feel I get much better quality care than I do in the States because of going through Ohio's workers' comp and then moving to Michigan and trying to find a doctor in Michigan that was willing to take Ohio workers' comp. You know, you figure it's a government insurance type. No, that's actually the state government, and we don't trust state governments. So it's hard finding doctors in different states when you're on workers' comp.
Yeah. Could just move to Canada. We got pretty good health care up here.
It's too fucking cold. Michigan, Ohio, okay. I'm close.
Some places, yes, it is cold. No, I get you. Yeah.
Yeah, if I want to see snow, I'll fly to Japan, Korea, China.
I don't know, man. I would love to go to California one day. I'm 45 years old, and it's always been my dream to go. Or like the Oregon coast or something, you know, like beautiful.
Get a hold of Bodie and go see him in Santa Cruz. I think Santa Cruz has some of the best sunsets.
That'd be dope.
Yeah, but you can call up Bodie, go see Bodie and hang out with him. He's in Santa Cruz.
Nice.
Well, hopefully you guys have got something to at least hit on why I played the dab song. We missed the 20 there, but Mason 662 said, please dab song me, Eagle. And to be honest with you, I want to dab. I meant to pick some up today while I was out because I was fucking out of just like dabbable extracts. I was gonna pick some up, I forgot. Luckily, I've got some, and fucking this pipe actually came with a little dab hole for the skull, and I'm fucking dying to try out. So
actually, I might join you. I have some too. I just picked up some fresh shatter here, and I got a little dab rig with a pipe, or actually just heat up with a torch, and then I have this nectar collector, and I just shoot my shatter out of that. Yeah, so let's get fucked up.
I'm ready. I'm with you, brother. I'm with you. Here we go. Let's get that damn song rolling. Hopefully that isn't too loud. Cheers, the goddess green, the goddess rose.
Boom.
I am dying to try this rig.
Yeah, I need some bangers. I got a rig shipped over, and the only thing that broke, it was in the thickest part of the bubble wrap, and the banger broke. Fuck.
Damn.
And I'm in a country where all that shit's illegal.
You must enjoy it, otherwise you wouldn't be there.
So I kind of dry my shatter out and sometimes turn it into crumble and just put it in the joint.
Yeah, I like that little banger.
That was tasty.
I had a dab in a few days, man. That fucker is.
Oh shit.
That's one thing I'll fucking say about the dabs versus the joint. I've never fucking hit a joint where it made my fucking third eye squint. You know what I mean? I've taken some dabs to where I could feel that fucker like actually like blink.
Yeah, I break out in a sweat instantly. That's good shit.
Thanks
Cheers,
a lot,
everybody.
Sustainable. I've got a couple of them coming.
on, kill me.
What I'd really like to have is some nice fresh flour.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it doesn't exist over here, and what does is done shittily.
Really?
Yeah. So anybody out there wanting to go on what I call, like, you know, Snoopy and the Great Pumpkin Hunt, if you anybody want to go on the Great Pheno Hunt, is what I call Thai weed and Asian weed, because you never get to see it really finished out completely. So everything's a pheno hunt. And besides that, with the higher temperatures over here, a lot of the terpenes are burned off. And then, of course, not knowing that you just don't lay it in the sun to dry it out could have another effect to it. But yeah, anybody here on Eagle Show would like to have some beans, you know, get a hold of me and we'll get you some. But, you know, be prepared to grow 120, 160-day plant.
That's
Long
some dedication there.
Yeah.
That's some dedication.
Equatorial sativas.
And you will find thin leaf, thick leaf, really fat fingers, but, you know, 16, 18 inches long.
Damn.
Yeah, it's crazy over here. But like I say, they don't finish it, because in their culture, a lot of it goes into soup. But they're just not educated enough to actually let the plant go long enough and finish out. And they can't comprehend the longer that you go, the more weight you get. So if you're selling it, if you wait an extra month, hey, you may gain 15% in weight.
Right.
So, you know, but they don't think that. They just think money now.
At the detriment of quality and quantity.
Exactly. Exactly. But even though we're medical, flour is illegal, and having a joint or two, you will go to jail.
Jesus.
Yeah, there's still that chance of that. Luckily, you know, I do have Thai medical papers for cannabis, and I'm one of a few that are actually written for THC also. Because right now the government is pushing just CBD. They think there's big money in CBDs here in Thailand and cannabis. Well, they're going to find out that, just like the United States. I was listening to a show today. I heard that distillate was down to like $300 a kilo. Was it? For some distillates in Colorado,
For
you know, where it
CBD,
used to be a
or it's
couple
a cheecha?
thousand.
Well, that's inedible. You know, I fucking look at the amount of cannabis entering the market. I mean, volume, you know, with volume, the price is going to go down without a doubt. You know?
It
So
should.
you would think like the edible market would be jumping on that, you know, and see a big boom in the edible market, because the distillate is a good source for edibles. So why not? It seemed like that'd be a good opportunity for them to take the ball and run with it right now. And again, as that takes off, again, we'll pick that price back up if that be the direction. You just got to find somebody that's interested, make a market for the surplus, basically.
Coke of Thailand's doing it. Soon, hopefully, we'll have CBD and Coke here in Thailand.
I
I
seen
think they're
Coke
doing it.
with coffee today. I almost took a fucking picture of it at Walmart. It was a can of Coke, a box of 12-pack of Coke, and it said Coke with coffee. And I guess now they're adding coffee to hot. I was like, man, that's a weird combination. It didn't
That
even
is a
sound
weird. Wow. Fizzy coffee.
Yeah, it doesn't even. It sounds like a stomach ache, to be honest with you.
Totally.
The only thing I'm going to put with my Pepsi is bourbon.
There you go.
Bourbon and ice. And everything's nice.
There you go.
I tell you one thing, one place where I found coffee to be good that I didn't think it would be good, and that's in ice cream. Holy shit, coffee ice cream is delicious. I actually had like it was I forget who is the maker of it, but it was on clearance. It's kind of one of the reasons why I snagged it because I'm cheap like that. But it was a double espresso.
Yep.
And it was just a little guy ice cream. You know what I mean? I ate that thing, and that shit had me running around the house like I had fucking just drank a pot of espresso and shit.
Oh yeah.
I was like,
I've had that experience.
I didn't think it would hit me like that being in the ice cream, but it sure the fuck did, man. I was running around the house.
Them double shot espressos will lit you up for sure.
Cheers, Red Pill.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, Red Pill.
How's it going? You got me excited with the I actually, that does appeal to me, the Coke with the coffee. I think I've seen that maybe like 2 or 3 years ago. I want to say it came out in the UK first.
Huh.
They have that in stores you've seen here.
I love coffee. That does not appeal to me at all, man. I'm sorry, man. I just.
You know, it appeals to me so much. I wish I could find a strain without those terpenes. Coca-Cola with coffee.
Coffee and Coke. Yeah. Interesting. I'm working on it.
Well, I've had something that my buddy, I thought it smelled like cherry cola to me. And then I had a buddy smell it to kind of like whatever, reaffirm that it had the same smell. And he said he opened the jar and smelled it and was like, ooh, 23 terps. And if you know, that's like the Dr. Pepper thing. It's like 23 flavors or whatever. So that's what he said. He said that was his response to like, does this weed smell like cherry Coke to you? He said it smelled more like Dr. Pepper, but we were both smelling similar type thing. Some weird type of cola flavor. Yeah, that was in Subcool's Third Dimension. The 3D.
Right. Mm-hmm. Nice. That dab's got me feeling pretty good.
I'm kind of picturing in my head almost like that like pop syrup taste. You know what I mean? You ever had a candy that tasted like cola, and it's like that syrupy, like flat pop taste?
Yeah.
That's what I'm kind of picturing when I think of that Coke with coffee. Something along
the thing is with it wasn't even
taste.
be like how you imagine with being flat. It almost had the bubbly effervescence. Like it smelled like when you put your nose up to a can or a bottle when it's bubbling. Yeah. That's what it smelled like. Wow. The effervescence.
See, I'm usually the adventurous type of when shit like that. When I see a new product, I'm like, ooh, like Twinkies, Christmas version, something like that. I'm usually right up on that. Coke with the orange Coke was delicious, especially in the bottles. Because, you know, there's been a few good, but man, I seen that Coke with coffee, and I was like, ugh. I did not even, I didn't even think about reaching out for some reason. You know what I mean? It wasn't even a hesitation there. Not even for a second. I don't even know why.
So me and my little one, we play this game. It's just a stupid game that we play together. Like, usually play it when we're trying to get her down before, like, you know, go to bed on a school night type deal. So I'll lay beside her, we'll do this thing, and she starts it off. And what we do is we fucking just, we mix like combinations of food, like that you wouldn't think of. Like, so she'll start it off and she'll go, like, for example, who put the onions in the Cheerios? You know what I mean? Like, she'll, you know what? So like, we'll just go back and forth. Some of the stuff we come up with is just fucking, it's pretty wild.
It reminds me of a comedy skit where they were doing something similar to that, to where like crazy flavors of things, but it's totally like silly and a joke. And they had I think mint flavored Lay's chips.
Oh wow. So yeah, like we'll do things like that. We'll just come up, like, in some of the stuff we came up with, like some of it she'll be like, that'd be pretty good, you know, like pineapple and peanut butter. There's a combination that you really don't think of, right? Like, it's like most people don't put pineapple and peanut butter together. And she's like, I would try that on a sandwich. Like, I'm like, okay.
I saw someone put a pineapple on a burger recently. I'm like, wow, that almost makes me want to experiment.
I would try it.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
And I've seen peanut butter on a burger too.
So if you could infuse food with cannabis, what would your cannabis dish be?
I would like to do it a barbecue sauce and use it as a finishing, because I find like when you're cooking with it, sometimes you know, you might be losing a lot. Might not have that effect that you're looking for. I find if you did like a finishing sauce, something that's loaded up with something like maybe like some orange gasm terps or something, like something cherry, something maybe apple fritter, one of those kind of terps mixed in with a barbecue sauce and then finished on the meat right before you eat it. Yeah.
That's the only way I can see cannabis going, to be honest with you. Even hypothetically, I think it's, you know, I threw it out there for like conversation, but seriously, I mean, could you like seriously like smoke a spaghetti joint? You know what I mean? To me, that's kind of like a lot of times when you see shit go on to chips, you know, barbecue ribs flavored Lays and shit.
Yeah,
You're
right.
like, that don't go together.
Yeah.
You just can't take that flavor there. And I think cannabis is like that. I think you could take the cannabis and add it to the spaghetti, but I don't think you could add like spaghetti to your joint. You know what I mean? I don't think I could sit through like a lasagna joint or something like that. I just,
Has anyone
I
ever
don't
had
know, I
the
think.
Has anyone ever had
Go ahead, Rick.
the raw meat terpene? Ever had weed that's like raw meat?
It's like a rancid almost.
Just like fresh hamburger, like you know, raw hamburger meat, like those cannibal sandwiches that you eat, like edible, you know, raw hamburger meat.
I don't know. I could roll like 4 joints and like have a friend come over and they would all be the same, but I would light one and go, here, this is supposed to be strawberry something. And then we smoke that one and see what he thought. Take the other one and be like, hey, this is like orange pine. You know, take it just to, you know, kind of like trick your mind a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's kind of cool. do that.
This situation I picked up some weed for me and my buddy to enjoy when we went to Wisconsin Dells. When I was there, yeah, it's water park. Anywho, I had a messed up situation where we had to like not leave when we needed to, and we have to like leave late because I wanted to get the weed and I couldn't get it from my cousin, so I couldn't get. Anyways, I asked him if he could hook me up, and he's like, "No, I'm completely in another place, and we're not going to meet up in time." Blah blah blah. But there is some in my work truck at the place where I work. You know, told me to go there, leave the money, and take the weed, whatever. Well, my cousin and my aunt and uncle own a meat market, right, in like a butcher place and actual store and all that stuff. So going there as a kid, I'm familiar with that butchery smell, and so I hopped in the truck and I'm thinking like, was someone from the meat market just in this truck? Because it smells like a goddamn meat market. And then later I take that weed and I'm showing it and I'm like rolling a joint in the bathroom of my buddy's sister's apartment. And it makes the bathroom smelling like, because I'm got the door closed, I'm in that bathroom and it smells like the weed that I'm rolling up. And I'm like, it still smells like the meat market here. And I'm thinking, no, there's no way a weed could smell like raw meat. There's got to be some contamination. And I call my cousin and I'm like, yo, did you get this weed and like store it in the fucking meat market or something? He's like, no. I'm like, because it smells like raw meat. And he's like, yeah, that's what a couple other people I've been giving it to say. And I know me telling that story, be like, no, your cousin is just bullshit. And he had it sitting in between two fucking briskets.
Oh,
No,
that's awesome.
this is raw meat terps weed, to where like me and my buddy were excited to smoke it, and his sister's boyfriend or like fiance thought we were crazy, and he was telling us stories about like he can only smoke bad weed because good weed is too strong and it's make him relapse into a hallucination he had as a kid the first time he smoked strong weed, and his friends had to like calm him down and stuff. So he's like totally scared of the weed that me and my buddy had, and he like wouldn't even, he like had a social distance gap away from me and my cousin, or me and my buddy that were walking down the street, and he was following us behind us, like still talking and still chatting, but he wouldn't even come near us with us having that blunt lit.
Wow. That's meat breath. That'd be the meat breath weed.
I'd really like to smell that. I've only seen that on Instagram and here on YouTube, so never had actual meat breath strain in concentrate form or in flower form. So I'd like to see if that's a similar terpene that other people have found and experienced.
There's a lot that I've seen. It's like, man, I'd like to try that.
Now there are compounds, and I don't know if they've ever been discovered in cannabis, but there are certain compounds in plants, essential oils, that actually do smell like rotting meat, and it's to attract certain insects. Like forget what it's called. I can visualize the flower. It's got huge red petals with yellow spots, and it's got like a huge hollow hole in the center of the flower, but it smells like rotting meat, and it's to attract a certain type of insect that goes into that hole in the center of the flower, and it's a carnivorous plant, and it eats those very distinct one specific insect that's in the jungle that it attracts to eat as food. And it's completely based on one compound or one terpene that it makes that smells like rotting meat, because those flies or those insects are attracted to carcasses and stuff. But it goes for that flower thinking it's a carcass, and then it ends up getting eaten. So I'd really be interested to know if there's a correlation between even a small amount, tiny, minute amount of that compound in some forms of cannabis, because that would be responsible for that smell. It wouldn't need to be very abundant for you to be able to detect it, because that flower is trying to make something that flies and smell through, hundreds of feet of thick ass jungle.
I was actually thinking about, I was digging through my fucking suitcase of fucking seeds, and I actually seen a tester from Galactic Gardens that was passed a few years back. And I was thinking about dropping it just because of the cross there. And it was the locomotion times Gorilla Glue was the cross. And that locomotion, that Blue City diesel was loud in that locomotion. You had that Gorilla Glue to it, man. It just, when I was looking through there the other night, it just sounded like a decent cross.
Mhm.
Things will kill you. Those things will kill you, brother.
Yep.
I've heard
Yeah, they
more
will.
than one person bring up the vigor on that Mendo Loco. That's getting me excited to grow those.
Yeah, that was a great strain. Shout out to SoCal. He was in charge tonight. Hopefully still is. But yeah, I grew that shit, man. That shit was fucking fire. Fire. I've actually got it going again. I'm looking forward to having it back in the garden.
Sweet. And I have those other seeds that I found out of that, really the bag weed that I got that I didn't get a name of, that I just had to go off what it smelled like and what it reminded me of. And the closest thing that I've had to is something not nug structure wise, but terpene profile wise, it was dead on to LA Confidential, which kind of appeals to me, and it's something I would guess I'd be able to recognize, because that time I enjoyed it so well. And other strains that I've grown that have that LA Confidential in it, you can smell what the other cross is in there, and then you can also smell the LA Confidential. So for this random ass weed to smell that strong like that, almost would lead me to believe that it has to either be a cross of LA Confidential or just plain old LA Confidential. But I got seeds out of that.
That locomotion was one of the loudest strains I grew as far as terps. I mean, it was pungent. And
That's good.
the only other strain I've ever grown out that was actually that loud, and that locomotion was really fucking loud. Was the motor breath.
Mm.
And that fucker was very loud. And then I actually grew out a cross that was the Detroit Diesel, which was the motor breath times the locomotion.
Wow.
And that fucking shit was crazy loud. The only difference is, man, I grew that. I gave that fucking strain every shot I could give it. And I pulled it at several different phases. It was super terpy, amazing for extracts, but I could never get it to finish. Yeah, the last time I grew it out, I was like, okay, I'm gonna be patient here. I'm gonna let it go out. Week 14,
Wow.
week 14 in my perpetual. That was the thing that was killing me too. That was the only thing that I was running that was like that. And it was fucking up my cycle too. And that week 14, and the last time, I was like getting fed up because the last couple runs were so larfy, but still allowed. They went directly to the extract artist. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
The hydrocarbon guy. And it was fucking amazing dads. But this time I was like, yeah, I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna see what she's really worth. You know what I mean? Week 14, and she still had time to go. I was like, fuck this strain. In fact, and I gave all the seeds leeringly away, and everybody I told, I gave them to. I'm like, in my opinion, bad luck strain. You know, amazing, super loud, but fuck that, man. Fuck Detroit
Was,
Diesel, man. It's threw my
was that
shit
was that
completely
one of the
off.
things that's stable about it though? Would you grow all those seeds out and find 14 weekers in every pheno?
Oh yeah, oh yeah,
Wow, that's
oh
crazy.
yeah.
That's weird. I wondered about that with GMO too. Like, how do two strains that have a 8 and a 10 week flower time, why do they make a fucking 12 weeker? How the hell did that happen? How did the
because
flower
that's
time
the
happen like
pheno
that?
that was good.
I
When you
just know
crossed them, the
people.
pheno that was 12 week was the keeper. All the other ones you tossed aside.
Well, with what I'm saying with chem cookies though, chem is, you take commonly a 10 weeker. Cookies, I don't know, maybe people bring it past 9 weeks, but I see people bring it down at 8. So it feels weird that those two genetics made something that takes longer to flower than both of those parents. And I know
Well,
that has to be
see,
with
when you do
locomotion
the
and
cross,
yeah.
when you do the cross, and then once you do that cross and then you plant those seeds, when you basically are doing F2 seeds, that unlocks all the parents' parts in it. So if there is a sativa in there someplace, you're going to hit that one that's going to be sativa dominant. I have the Sensi star dominant, and it's a smoke I can't smoke after 8 p.m. because it keeps me up. That's how much stars in it. And you get hold of the Death Star, and that puts you in the couch.
Well,
But
that makes
that's
even
how
less
you get.
sense with the GMO because I'm pretty sure that's a selection of just the F1 cross between them. You know what I mean? I don't know out of how many seeds the person did, but pretty sure that GMO clone that gets passed around was just that first round of the seeds that he made from a chem and a cookies cross.
Okay.
Maybe with the Detroit Diesel too, because I don't know if that's an F2 or a worked line either.
Well, if you're taking those two and putting them together when you grow those seeds, that's your F2s.
Mm-hmm.
So that there's so much stuff in that and in those lines today, it's all messed up.
Because I think it's a
You
fun
know, a lot
cross
of stuff
too.
that you guys grow back there, I have no chance of growing here because 85 degrees. Yeah, my room's going to be at like 85, 90 degrees most of the time here in Thailand. So you hit 85, 90 degrees and all the bananas come popping out on cookies and stuff like that.
Mhm. Yeah, and
It's got
then
to be
even
tough
go ahead.
to move to a new country and start growing there. Have you been able to grow there at all?
I
Know if
haven't
you could say
started
that
because
technically.
I'm later in life like you, and I don't want to fuck up the dream before I have the official permit. So no, I haven't grown here yet. But I may lose you because it did just start raining. And when it rains here, it rains really hard. It's like walking out in a shower, basically. But it's going to rain for the next 5 months. So it's too wet. You can't do anything. This is veg time for Thai weed. And everything I'm going to be doing basically is going to be a 60-day plant, 70-day plant. When did you do your motor breath, Eagle?
That would have been around 18. It would have been around 18.
Pardon me? 18?
About 18, yeah.
Okay. I brought that strain back from California in 17. Gave it out to a friend in Flint. That's why I had you ask Dark Horse the other night about the banner. I ended up getting the banner cut there in Flint in like 2014. It was a donation for a girl that was in the hospital, and it did come out of a select circle of people. And I
Motor
made
Breath came out
150.
of Detroit anyway. Am I not right there?
Well, the one I got, the cut that I ended up getting came out of the Bay of Motor Breath. It could have came out of Detroit, but I know the phenotype that I grabbed came out of a little collective in the Bay Area. I love flying on an airplane with clones. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah, experience I've yet to know.
Take a vacation. Go. You're talking to all these people out in California. Go out and see them. You know, out in
I
Oregon,
plan to.
Washington. Go out and see them, and they'll hook you up with some clones. I'm sure, brother.
Sure. Well, they come now. They come now. They come now. I don't even fuck. I just got one from fucking Colorado. They come from California. They come.
Cool.
They
Here's my
come.
Thai address. Feel free, people.
I don't know
I
how
am.
they come. They just come.
I am just dying to be able to grow again. You know, I'm Jones, and you guys are pulling out all these nice flowers and everything. And yeah, you know, I've got wedding cake, I've got Gorilla Glue, I've got Chong and cheese, Afghani mango, but it's not in a flower form. So I don't get to see the trichlomes on it and the beauty of it. All I get to see is just leaf to me. Ground up bud.
Oh man, it's heartbreaking. Heartbreaking. So they just growing it for biomass over there, it sounds like, basically.
Yes.
You can buy it from them right before they make oil. They don't give two shits. Either or.
Well, that's the thing, you know, flour is illegal here. So if you get caught smoking flour, you get fined and you go to jail. But concentrate is okay. Why is concentrate okay? Because it goes through the government and it passes through a couple other people's hands. So, you know, there's money to be made off of it that way. If they allow medical flower, the people here are just going to grow cannabis.
Well, they can't be that far behind before. If CBD's already got its foot in the door, it can't be too long before straight out cannabis comes in, right? You already mentioned the THC permits are already out there.
How many other Thai people do you think are on a VPN and watching WeedTube's content?
I'm sorry, I'm going to have to go get headphones. Like I said, it's starting to rain here and I can't hear. So I'm going to be back, everybody.
Okie dokie. Yeah, I'd be interested to know how popular is today's information there? How quick are people catching on?
how accurate it is as well. That's something I wonder about. Shit, even in our country, the information is so fucking filtered on what actually, people actually hear and receive. Shit, there's so many great ideas out there that fucking never even see the light of day because just not being able to get things out properly.
Yep. I know how that is.
Boys, I gotta head out, man. I can barely keep my eyes open right now. Eagle, thank you for having me on the show, bro, and the wormhole here, and nice meeting you guys, gentlemen. Awesome talk. But yeah, that dab and that fucking edible just got me good.
Windows open, brother.
It's been a long it's been a long night.
It was a good episode. Thank you.
Oh, thanks,
Yes,
man. It was awesome for Eagle to have me on, man. I'm fucking so honored, man. It was a really good time. So yes, very, very cool. Very cool.
Don't be a stranger, my friend.
I will not. I will be back, and you will see me on these wormholes for sure, man. Like, I'll be tapping in.
All right, brother.
You're gonna ruin your sleep schedule like I did.
Oh, it's already fucked up, man. But I gotta eat and get some sleep.
Yeah.
All right, boys.
Take care,
be
brother.
good, man. Thank you so much again.
Cheers.
Yeah, you guys have a wonderful rest of your evening.
You too.
Thanks again, Eagle.
Thank you. I think I'm going in for another dab. My red pill, you in?
Okay. I'll do it. If you see here, I'm going to the bottom of this distillate jar that I still have. I got another slab of shatter too. I'm just too lazy to deal with a crumbly ass, flaky, huge slab of shatter right now. I'm not coordinated enough to do that. So
I feel. Oh man, I almost dropped that shit. Oh man, that would have been a crime.
Fast reflexes.
Man, it's a like crumbly kind, like almost like a 6-star bubble. You know what I mean? Where it's spillable, fucking spillable.
Oh, yeah.
And oh man,
That would have sucked.
I meant to actually grab some shit today, and for one reason or another, I didn't make it by the dispo to grab something to dab tonight in this because I don't know what it is, Red Pill. What do you think about the shit, the banger there? It comes down to like that nice teardrop point, which to me seems like too good of an idea for like a banger. I mean, if you want it to all sit in one point and like, fade out to nothing, why wouldn't you want it to be all confined into a little point? It seems like that just makes
you do.
Sense to me.
It's two. One, you'll get a quicker vaporization of the dab the more you spread it across a flat surface. But if it comes to a point, then you're gonna get a thicker hit of the dab, the smoke. You get what I mean? It's more condensed the way it's coming off and evaporating versus like a flat surface like this. It's just spreading out flat, and then it's just evaporating like that versus staying a little puddle if it drops down to like a little point, like you're saying. It's a higher volume of vapor. I have another banger coming in the mail too, because it's been too long since I used this little bad guy, and this is my preferred rig to dab on, especially for better concentrates, because it being a recycler, it kind of, in the same way that a round bottom banger makes a thicker dab, a recycler puts that dab closer to your mouth. There's less space in the rig from where the smoke is entering in and it's filtering through water. There's not much air in between. It's just water and glass. So the majority of your smoke that you're hitting is this. It's just that top 1 or 2 inches of the rig. That's where the concentrated smoke is. That this whole part of it is filled with water. This bottom part, when it's functioning and you're pulling on it. So the entire dab's worth of smoke is just like concentrated right at the mouthpiece. That's what's making it so flavorful. I'll torch it.
And the dab goes quick in that thing. It's just like bam. It tastes good though. Maybe it's just because it's been a few days. I don't know. I really meant to grab some dabbables today. I know. For some reason I feel like I've got something sitting around with like a surplus somewhere, but I just can't remember where the fuck I put them.
See, so I remember you had some apple fritter, and then didn't you have cherry fritter too?
Yeah.
You
I'm
finished all
pretty
that though?
sure. Yeah. And then I've got what's left of this biscotti, but it's like down to like just the scrapings. That's one thing I love. Oh yeah, there's some shit worth scraping here. Hey yeah, biscotti, how you doing? That's the only thing I hate about dabs in these things, and I as cheap as this is gonna sound, Red Pill, and I'm gonna fucking admit it on here, and I honestly don't give a shit what anybody thinks about what I've already said. Is because I'm not trying to put it out there as like a product or sell somebody, or this is me and my fucking cheapness is, I take these things right here because I know, man, it pisses me off. I'm that cheap. You see that right there? You see that right there? There's one or two choices right there. You either, you can go back through there with a dab straw, maybe get something out of there, clean it up a little bit, but you're still leaving shit behind. And I'm that cheap. I'd rather, what I do with these, I toss these in to some high grain alcohol.
Yep.
And wash that out, and then boil it down until like basically a Quizo or even RSO. It's just a
I
matter
had
of
stuff
how
like
far you
that.
want to take it.
I've had stuff like that there's some kind of grease that will not lift off the glass, but it's the most terpiest,
that's what scares
best
me.
smelling
It's stuff.
Greatest. Like I've had it was LA Kush from Viola concentrate thing. Anyway, Viola, LA Kush, and that had a grease on the texture of the glass that I already pulled every dab you could possibly ever scrape out of that. But it smelled so much like heavy cologne, and it stayed smelling like that for weeks and then months and then like 2 months. It wasn't even degrading at all. And like I said, I had to do something about that. And I wasn't the only one. It was just the LA Kush that happened to be my favorite out of that whole. I have another story, that batch of Viola. Not only was it LA Kush like that, but I had a Chem 91. And I've kind of briefly mentioned before, I used to have an eye drop for my glaucoma. It's called phospholine iodine. And it was the one that was the most effective for my glaucoma, but it had the highest concentration of medicine in it, in like a diluted little eye drop. To where if you put a little eye drop on your eye, a few minutes later, it dries out and it turns into like a crust. It leaves like a crystalline crust of whatever medicine is dissolved in that water to make it into an eye drop. Well, the smell of that eye drop, it actually had a smell, for whatever reason, is what reminded me of this batch of Chem 91 had. And then I just had to keep correlating it to like, this is how you know it's medicine. This strain of weed literally smells like the pharmaceutical that is the best eye drop for my glaucoma. Whatever, I don't know if that's a correlation that only I would be able to detect because it's sensitive as medicine and I'm picking up on a very specific thing, or if I just gave it to a whole bunch of other people and then I gave them this eye drop and they're like, no, the two things smell the same. And then if there's a chemical composition thing to that, and if that correlates to being pure medicine, can I use that to detect what's the best strain for glaucoma? Well, it ended up being this Chem 91 that literally smells like glaucoma pharmaceuticals. But
So
the same thing is with you. Those containers were so greasy that it made me want to wash them in alcohol to get that final oil off the glass. I didn't take advantage of it, but that would have been the step to do. I had like 14 different flavors. I got an ounce and I had like 2 grams of 14 different strains. It was amazing.
So I just want to say cheers, Gus and Johnny. And this is in case for all you guys that are calling bullshit on me. Here is the jar. Ah, this shit is probably fucking just toxic. You can see him in there. You can see him in there. You see him?
Is that all your little leftover jars and shit?
Yeah, yeah. I'll fish him out of there, then drop some more in there the next round.
Dude,
It's
Red
cheap
Pill,
on
what
another level.
with the
Oh
eye,
hell yeah!
you know,
Hell yeah!
you ever use Roto eye drops?
I was always
No,
scared
I
of those
haven't.
things.
Dude, I love them because they made my eyes burn because I love weird shit like that.
Well, yeah, that Phosphorine did that too. Like I had 4 different eye drops, and that same one, the Phosphorine, was the only one that had a burning, but it was like said almost like a pleasurable burning, like cleansing. Like I know that's the medicine taking effect. When I put it in, it's got that little. I'm like, ooh, good medicine.
Yeah,
But the
the
Roto is I was afraid of because, like I said, I have eye conditions and I would smoke with people, and we're not even done smoking yet, and the people are already like, putting the little drops in there. I'm like, calm down, dude. You're gonna fucking develop some kind of like dry eye condition. And I was always scared of that shit.
Dude, that stuff. I woke up and my eyes like after a few days, I would wake up, my eyes would like burn and hurt and like be crusty, and I was like, dude, no way, I'm done using that shit.
Right.
Like, done with that. Dude, I had a question about scrogging. Yesterday, Dark Horse was talking about true scrogging and stuff, and weaving the branches through the net like for real, and because I haven't seen that in years either. I see the double net trellis all the time, but I don't ever see a true scrog. And I was wondering if Eagle or any of you guys have ever really done a true scrog. Is this like a terrible position or what? Do I need to move?
I don't know. It wasn't bothering me.
Okay. All right.
But you're asking the
No,
blind.
you're okay.
So you can be
you're okay.
be upside down for all I care.
Yeah, you're good.
So I have Gus, and I actually, if while we're talking, I think I can actually bring up a couple of good pictures of what you're talking
that's
about
awesome.
here.
That's beautiful. I love that, man, that you have all that experience. I've never done a scrog ever, and I'm just like, man, I wanted to do a sea of green.
I did also. I feel like I agree with that because there was some transition where I used to see people using just a singular scrog and literally just making it a complete, like if they're in a 4x4 and a 5x5, growing one plant and getting that whole plant to be the entire corner to corner of that tent before they hit flower. And they never needed a second trellis net. I don't know where that came from.
I had a couple questions regarding that, Eagle.
Go ahead.
So like when you start weaving through the net, that's got to be through like early flower, right? Not during veg at all, right?
I like to see it, a good 3/4 of the way. I'm not really counting on
You'd have to be veg.
the net to fill out during flower there. I want to see most of that work done. Just because, again, back to what we talked about earlier, I'm a cheap fucker. I want to make sure every inch of that screen is full before,
Likewise.
you know what I mean? I don't want to leave very little room for chance. I hate that, especially with the scrog. What do you do with that space, after the fact and you've got a big fucking hole? You don't just like throw another plant in there and, it's wasted. It's a fucking spot. So I try to fill her out as much as I can
Okay.
beforehand, and then tuck a little bit. That for me, that's just bonus area there. If I could tuck a little bit through and maintain, that's because you're always going to have that one or two that's stretching there, and you've got to have a place to tuck that so everybody else is getting that energy. And
Okay,
I think, yeah, but
I mean,
I don't want it too far.
bars are probably different, obviously, but what do you remember what cultivars you used? Cultivars, what kind of cultivars you used in the scrub?
My biggest yield was the Java Pie.
I almost
That's
thought
one
Tao
I'm
was here.
trying to find a picture of there.
Cool. Yeah, I'm like,
That girl was a beautiful yield. Oh, the Java Pie Fellowship growing there. Or what is now Ninja.
it's like freezing
Uh,
right now.
That's one of those frosty, it was just a very short second. I didn't get to see very minutes, but Vader did capture a picture / video of one of those Jawa Pie males that was like one of the frostiest trichome heavy males I seen. Made me want to grow the Java Kush a lot because it was that frosty male that he used to cross to the Ghost OG Kush.
Ghost OG's the whip. I like that.
I've heard people not have good success with that Java Kush. I don't know if anyone's got a good clone that they popped and they're still growing Java Kush, but
I got this
looking through
this temple.
15,000 pictures.
Yeah, that's at least you know how it pops out. But
I feel like the double scrog there is the downside or the emergency there. To the other extent of what we're talking about, it's if you've taken that scrog too far,
yeah,
filter out completely in veg, and there's nowhere to go but up.
no room to fill up, but up.
Yeah, you gotta let them stretch at that point, and then I've seen a little bit of need for that second scrog, but I don't know. It's nice.
could there
I'd
be
get
a
in
little
there and
bit?
strip them.
Is there a little bit of the thing is the actual strain that you're doing too? Because maybe people when they did the single, they vegged it at the right amount of time and they didn't leave that extra amount of time where the only space was to go up. But they're also flowering the strain that didn't have a crazy stupid veg like some plants do. So you might be able to do that. You didn't think you over vegged with one single scrog growing GMO, but then you flower it, or like kosher kush, and then you got a 3 or 4 times stretch on top of however much you just vegged it out. Flat.
See, I'm just trying to picture like how I would want, to do like a 10-weeker, or
Anymore, to be honest with you, I would honestly rather take the time to do what I've got like going on back here with this girl here. I already did. Biggest Blue Mile that I've been working on is already in the LED tent behind me. And she's a perfect example of what I'm doing here is, I gotta move this for the box so I can see what you guys are looking at.
Good looking bed.
There you go.
there
This
we
is
go.
that one I pulled. This is that one I pulled down the other night. If you remember, I mean, she looked bare when I opened her up. I mean, there was nothing in the center of this. This is all just like 3 days fucking coming back from a brutal bend over. I actually just literally just bent her down and then pulled
Hell yeah.
everything down to the side. And I would rather do this anymore. Train them out like this and be able to work with them that have that screen. I hate that fucking screen, man. I hate everything about it. And I just feel like this is, I don't know, a lot easier comeback, a better yield. Like just
So
get in there and work the plant. Like I can just get in there and spin her like this and like that. You know what I mean? There's no fucking bending over to that bag. Oh God! Or even worse, having to get under there, climb into that back end of that 4x4 to get under there. Fuck that! I can spin this and clean her up in the tent like that.
So that's kind of,
Scrub.
Eagle, if you can see, that's kind of what I'm trying to do a little. Like, I don't know if you can see because it's nighttime, but I mean, this temple is like, the temple's like super bushy. Damn it, hold on a second.
Oh, like almost like tabletop, and I think that's what we're calling it that day. These things,
You know?
like tabletop method.
See, I tried to do the same thing with this Bantam Ices. Hold on, let me get a different position. But this one just totally stretched like crazy, you know? Like I tried to clean it up a lot, but it really didn't. It stretched so much after that. Like here, I'll show you. You can see these side branches.
Yeah, that's the only cure for them fucking stretchers or scrogs or some type
Man.
of manifolding or low stress training. And that and you put that in with the LED helps a lot, I find, for the stretchers.
Here's that sativa that's gonna be taking me forever, but it's chunky as fuck. You see that?
Looks
takes up-
fucking like a nice string. I love them strings. Nice, easy to trim.
Musky. Reminds me of Old Spice and citrus, dude. Then all the other ones are just like so small besides this, which is a slurricane or a GMO, but I think it's a GMO. It's pretty tall compared to the other ones, but this is the one that I'm really, because no one else has it really, and the people that did have it gave up on it, you know, and I'm just like, I want it. Fuck it, give it to me.
Don't give up on her. Yeah.
And the thing is, you know, they told me it needed to be worked on, that it needed some work, you know. So I was like, that made me happy. It didn't make me feel like a piece of shit, you know. I was like, because some of the stuff that I have going, it's like, you know, I got Ethos and Mendo 2020. It's like, those are all, you know, name brand shit. But then I got this
And that ethos shit is like too fucking vigorous for me. I mean, it just makes me think about if there's GMO cannabis, I really think it's fucking
Having the stems.
spread.
dude, yeah,
That
those
shit's
stems are
fucking
mean.
bigger.
They're mean. Those stems are mean as fuck. They're like fucking pool sticks, you know? Totally. But yeah, cool, man. I'm glad you did that and you had some knowledge with that. But that temple, it's like I feel like it's getting out of hand. I've been putting the work on her, you know, this whole time. I'm like, fuck, she's still getting out of hand and getting really bushy. It's like, man, do I have to? I hate the screen thing. I hate using screens and stuff. I might just yo-yo to the fucking ceiling, you know.
I actually like to just for support when I've got them like that for support. I actually just like I would like rope something. I went back in the day. You know, I grab a corresponding branch and run something across and grab it. You know what I mean? Make that weight pull on each other to hold each other up.
Yeah, I got some of that going on.
Yeah,
guess-
I do a trellis kind of a setup. I take some of my old stems and branches that I have that have dried out, and I'll put a little pipe cleaner on either end of it, and I'll wire one of the branches that looks like he's just going to fall right over. I'll wire that to another one that's looking really sturdy,
Okay.
and it literally just holds them together. And then I'll do another cross like Eagle does there. He's got two different branches going side, crossed up on top of it,
Okay.
rods or whatever he's using to tie them down. I do that as well in the upper part of the plant.
Okay.
And
Well, I see.
I don't have,
I see.
yeah. So it's kind of like an inner trellis inside the plant.
Yeah, and you know what? That makes it a lot more functionable for when you're working with several different.
And you could still move it around. Yeah, you could still move it around and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah. Okay. I like that. And you know what?
It's
yeah.
very Jimmy Rig,
Yeah. That's how I do everything mostly, I use the
Yeah, I went to the Jimmy Riggs.
Jimmy Riggenstein's.
Yeah,
You
Jimmy
can call it
Riggs
Johnny Rig.
College. Yeah.
Sandy.
I like to think outside the box whenever I'm doing anything. I like to take stuff that I've learned in other fields of work and bring them into different things and utilize them.
Yeah, I'm trying to do a little bonsai thing right now. Here, I'll show you. It's kind of funny here. Right here.
I like that box. That's a nice box.
Dude, Home Depot's the shit, isn't it? But I'm trying
Is
to
that where you got that?
Yeah, Home Depot. Around Christmas time, they have the sale on them. I swear, you get them for like $20. And normally I don't know how much they are, honestly. But yeah, I got some marigold. This is a Gorilla cross with Ethos Pluto auto flower, but I'm not sure if it's auto or not. This is a Slurricane Gorilla that I got that popped. This is a tobacco plant that I took a clone of the other one. This is a clone of a tobacco plant, and this is a hop plant. I gotta figure out which vine I want to keep. I don't know which. Well, not vine. I think it's called a line or some shit. And then that's that Slurricane, or GMO. I think it's GMO, dude. It smells like straight garlic. The buds do, but yeah. And I just got some amendments and some fucking Pro Mix, worm castings, compost, and lava rocks. I tilled in some cover crop, and there's still some going, but yeah. These things are fun, man.
Very nice.
And this is just all. These are probably just gonna be for cuts, and I'm just gonna keep cutting them down. It's right by my fucking window. You know what I'm saying? I can't do much with that.
Right.
And I just keep.
Yeah, but it looks nice. It's got a nice look to it.
Thanks, man. Yeah,
Very
I tried
appealing.
a little. I was thinking of building around this, which would be really nice, but I don't want it to be stationary. So, this thing's on wheels, dude. That's the best thing about this.
Cool.
And the
came
cool
with
thing,
wheels?
yeah, well, yeah, it's on wheels. And the cool thing about this is when you make a sip tote with this style specifically, dude, is it has this as a fucking
Flat.
Yes, so you measure right from here to the ground, and that's how many inches you're gonna need for your support underneath there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's cool.
Right here. That's like the level. And the water. Oh, the water.
It goes over here. And this guy, you know.
There you go.
I fill it, I've filled this once and I've had it going for a month and a half.
Wow.
And I just missed it every now and then just to keep it the top, because this is deep. This is deep. You know, they say, like, if you listen to the Build the Soil guy, he's like, oh, you know, you don't want to go too deep because the wick doesn't wick all the way through, blah, 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 this weight and that, blah, blah, blah. If you sprinkle the top, it's gonna wick. If the top layer is even too, it's gonna wick more. So if you just keep the top layer moist every now and then, you know, you'll have a great
Get more wicking from the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah, it acts like a siphoning effect in a way.
Yeah. Yeah. I like that guy's concept though. I think he's got a cheat. I mean, that guy, he knows what he's doing. He's been doing it for a while. He's got a good business going for him. I'm not gonna talk any shit. But yeah, it's all DIY. I got the hot plant at the Eastern Market in Detroit. You know.
Smiley hooked me up, Eagle.
Yeah.
All kinds of gear.
Nice.
13 different strains he sent me, man. Amazing. That's just
That's awesome.
man, big time blessing from my brother there. Give him a
I
big shout.
Can't forget Mr. River Rat.
Oh yeah. You know what? Did you see that post I put up? I can't hold those up. Yeah, that was amazing, man. I went because he said something in chat earlier. So I ran out to my mailbox and I came back and I said, holy cow, man, I could go fishing now, man. I'm telling you, I got some fishing gear. And he made all that stuff by hand. So that's just, you know, that's artwork to me.
Dude, that's so cool. That's fucking so
Yeah.
cool.
Detroit River Rat, he hooked me up, man. I'm telling you. I could probably use some of that stuff out in the in Lake Mead, doing some of the deep fish down in there.
Do I look like a woodpecker?
What's that?
I said, do I look like a woodpecker fucking dabbing at this thing? That's the only thing I don't like about the honey badger, man. It's like, I mean, you know, I don't know. You can bring it to you, I guess, but that looks bad. It all looks bad either way.
It does. That's cool though.
Oh man, sorry, I kind of sidetracked it. I bet. Oh yeah, you guys were talking about. Hey, you guys, check this out. So, you guys might be the right fucking crowd. You know about morels, right?
Yeah, mushrooms.
Okay. Well, I got a spot where I pick them. You know, here's what they look like dried out. Right.
Wow, they grow naturally, huh?
Yeah, these are natural.
Nice.
And you know, these are a little bit younger than normal, but the lawn care comes by so often. It's like it's in a public park where I find these, and people don't even know they exist around here. Like, honestly, I'm in a suburb of Detroit, and people are like, morels, what are you fucking talking about? I'm like, dude, what? I'm like, I live for morels, dude. I fucking love them. You know, like literally, I found them where I live, and people are like, what? Because I found them in Wyandotte. It's like it's the city with like the most bars per square mile in the country, you know. But I want to turn it into art, like glass art. And you know what I mean? Like, I'm willing to, I can send anybody who knows how to do anything with this, with stuff, like, and we could collab with somewhere else. That'd be sick. You know what I mean? Like, they're expensive, you know, people, they're highly sought after. You know, I'm willing to hook up, like, I don't know, a bunch of shit. I'd love to, I have a bunch of different pieces, and because one time I took a bunch up and I was like, you know, what if I cut them up? Like, if you see this, like, hold on, this one's in better shape. When it was wet, I took them and I sliced them, pepperoni slices. Boop, 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 you know what I'm saying? And it's like hollow in the middle, right? So I could tie it onto a necklace or a bracelet or whatever. And I coated the pieces with waterproof, but it wasn't good enough, you know. It's not good enough. Like, I want to get the quality, and I have no idea, you know, like, I've never glass blown, you know. I don't know.
Yeah, there's some artists out there that could replicate that, I'm sure. Is that what you're talking about doing, is making a replicate piece?
Well, no, I'm just talking about fucking like coating this and like throwing it in a piece or so, you know, like making it a part of a piece or something.
Oh, I see what you're saying, like enclosing it in some glass of some sort.
Like somehow get it in a nice clear piece, like make it, yeah, like, I don't know, coat it in glass and then put it in glass and still make it. I don't know how to do any of that shit.
It'd have to be some sort of
I'm fucking high. I'm really high.
yeah, it'd have to be some sort of a plastic type coating that would go on the outside of it, an acrylic of some sort.
Yeah.
I would think. Yeah. Because glass is, you know, that would just melt that sucker up. It'd burn it.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
I've been looking through, still looking through these pictures, man. I've seen the double layer scrog. I have yet to come across the single layer. True scrog is we're coming across it. But
Dude,
I want one of my favorite reactions right here from a patient over a free joint. Right here, I gotta share.
All right, sweet.
All right, share right there. His birthday, fucking birthday joint right there, nice foot long. He was like, for real? Oh. Hell yeah, bro. Like that shit. Happy birthday, man.
That's too good, man. I like that.
That's rad. We used to, you know, that's hilarious. We used to do the birthday, we call them birthday blunts or the wands or Harry Potters, but every time it was a birthday, we call it a birthday blunt. But we take 2 XXL. I don't even think they make them anymore. Phillies. They were in the containers. They were like purple, peach. There was a tan one. But anyway, we connect those two and put 2 blunts together for birthdays. You know what I mean? Those, and it was, yeah, everybody gets a surprise about when they see a foot long joint. You know what I mean? That's just fucking, what? Oh. Do I play pool with this or do I smoke it?
Right?
Instant friend maker. The foot long.
You guys, I got Sicilian in me, so I'm always like beebity bobbity boo with my hands. Sorry if it annoys you.
Nobody's worried about that stuff.
I'm like, God damn it, I'm moving my hands around and fucking spinning a lot. Red Pill's got the right idea. Fuck yeah, I'm joining you, brother. Let's go down together.
Yep, I'm just getting, I saw him doing that and I said, dang, I'm rolling up too.
You know, I got this
rolling up, loading up.
from High Five. You guys ever hear of High Five? They got this. This is cool. You can like fucking just, you know, set it.
I know Eagle asked me why I don't use an email, but I do have a High Five email. It's just in storage in Colorado. I didn't bring it out here.
Oh,
it's the name brand of my email. High Five.
Yeah. I don't, dude. I thought it was pretty chintzy. It's light as hell. It's like I could, you know, I can tell what's the components of this is like nothing. You know, it's like $150 for these. It's crazy. I heard they have them on Alibaba. Good ones for cheap.
Yeah, I think I got mine on a sale. I think me and Mr. Sparks a lot. I don't know if Eagles had him on the show. We bought ours like on the same exact time. I forget if it was like a 420 sale or something, but we both were on the website at the same exact time and ordered it. We got ours at like the same exact time. I think it was like $90.
Oh wow. Yeah, it's a good sale.
Yeah.
So what's the good temperature for a kind of
I'm a 550 up to 710 kind of guy. Depends on what kind of shatter or what kind of concentrate, but anywhere between 550 and 710.
This is some kind of like you know, the kind of runny butter doo-doo, the doo-doo, runny doo-doo.
Yeah, I'd be doing that in more like a 550 to 650 range.
Okay, cool. And I got this guy too.
Yeah.
Same deal. It's been all right. It's like, man, you know, my shit's always better than the dispensary. I can't wait to be able to blast my own shit. I know everybody hates blasting, but you know.
I know. It's like not being a vegan these days.
Yeah, dude, you're totally right. That's the funniest shit I've heard. Oh my god.
So, you guys, another show and tell because I'm still going through pictures. But if you guys, I don't know, follow this show, I gotta try to get to this soon. You remember a couple of weeks ago now that I had THC for PTSD on, and we got talking about like cups here in Michigan, and fucking this was like one of the first ones here in Michigan, and one of the best fucking experiences at a cup at you fucking I can't believe none of these are video. I have video of it too, and I can't find where. Like, I'm trying to figure out where's a good place to start. I guess like right here. It's like maybe not. It's fucking blurry pictures going on.
Dude, I smoke with these plants all day. They don't give a shit. They love it.
Oh,
Yeah.
You know?
like here's like the start of like you can see. Hold on, let me gotta get back to Zoom. This is White Cliff John played this night, and
oh, that's cool.
start here. Yes, this is one of them right here. This is how close there was like nobody there, so I was like right. You could see he actually got off the stage and came into the crowd. You can see in the like smoke already in the air. But man, in the videos I got that were so much better fucking than this, you could just see waves of smoke coming off the crowd and shit.
Oh yeah.
And he come in, see the little lights up in the sky. High Times fucking passed out these fucking let's see if I can you see this? The Chinese lantern. They pass these out free to us.
Right in the middle of the screen.
Right. Yeah, well, can you see it? He's lighting one up. Yeah, in the middle of the screen. In the middle of the screen,
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, they passed those out. High Times did. And man, that night it was like an orange. Before they got to this point, it was like one of them orange yellow sunsets. And then they passed these out, and then White Cliff John came out in the crowd, And you looked up, man, and all you could see was it looked like cannabis was floating these fucking things in the air, man.
Too.
I mean, there was just so many of them flying up. I mean, I don't even have the video I have somewhere is a better example of this shit. But man, there was like so many of those things flying up, cannabis smoke. He's in the crowd fucking singing that if I were president. I mean, he was just so close. I mean, he was actually hitting people's joints and shit. The vibe that night in that fucking High Times event was fucking amazing. That was by far one of the better cups because it was so nobody was really there that night and at that point, and it was so personal. It was fucking badass, man. All them lanterns and shit going up. One of the best nights I've had at a cup right there.
Dude,
That's cool. It was
really
during
cool.
the musical performance too, because a lot of the times that's not the takeaway or the highlight of the High Times thing. But
Oh, hey,
yeah,
looky there.
It was definitely an amazing night, man. I've seen some pretty good shows in Glau.
What do you got? You veg for 1 or 2 weeks, Johnny?
I veg for, I don't know. I don't really, I just kind of go up to when they get up to about 2 foot and then I throw them in,
Really?
you know. I'm not looking for real size right now.
No,
I'm just
yeah,
looking to find something that is
they look good.
gonna really work well. Yeah,
Yeah, they look good. That's
I've done it.
Sorry.
What you saying there?
Oh, that's basically what I'm doing. The same thing with like smaller ones too. Right now is besides that. I mean, honestly, that sativa though it's the same age as all of those. So that sativa is just fucking huge, man. But yeah, what do you got going on there? How many different strains you got?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I probably got 12 inside here, just inside my flower tent, different strains.
That's cool.
And then I got different ones out here in my my veg that I'm cloning out. Since I found a really easy way to clone, it's like I have 100% clonage now, you know. So I don't
Johnny
know.
Canna's
I'm not. So I'm loving that. You know, that's actually kind of cool. Now I can be more selective about what I'm cloning instead of grabbing 5, 6, cuts and then trying to get, them to clone in 14 to 20 days. It takes me 5 to 7 days now, and I've got full rootage, and man, it's like it doesn't even have a stall point, when I take it from out of the sand and into the grow, into the vegetation and
The
oil.
same reminds me of mini perlite, like it's
Kinda,
like
yeah.
like just this minuscule little
Perlite chunks, kind of like that.
Like it like kind of holds water, but it really doesn't at the same time, though. Like perlite does hold water. But,
Well, now the way I'm doing this is different, though. I don't have any air at the bottom. It's just, I put the RO water that has the aloe vera mixed into it.
mhm.
I just pour that into the sand, and it sets into like a kind of pool almost.
Yeah. Okay, cool. That's cool.
And it's not soaked. It's not really, it's just moist.
Yeah,
But it doesn't have any breather holes at the bottom or anything for it to drain out of.
yeah, that's awesome, man. This tobacco was hard. It was really a bitch. I originally cut. So I cut like a piece of the stem. It was like this thick and it had a big leaf. And we'll use my hand, I cut that off, put that in a root cube and tried to keep it moist, tried to keep it moist. And I mean it still had life and it was still going and trying. And I mean, after about 20 days, finally, there was I pulled it out and there was like a little tiny fat root on it. And I put it in a little cup of water and I just would lift it up every day and dunk it, give it some oxygen and just dunk it in the water, just dunk it. I left some of the soil in there too with it in the water. And yeah, after about like 4 days, the roots exploded and then finally I could put it in the tote. But
that took you 20 days plus, right?
Yeah.
In the sand?
No, not in the sand.
No, I'm telling you, in the sand, it takes 5 to 7 days and you got full rootage.
Yeah, I gotta try that. Yeah.
It's just insane. I can't believe how easy it is.
What is it? The wash sand, and then how much is it? 50 pounds for like $8?
$5.
Oh,
The hardest thing about it was carrying it and putting it into my car.
now is this on the aloe that you use? Do you grow the aloe? Is it aloe natively grown, or did you have to purchase that too?
Yeah, I grow it. It's here in my garden.
Nice.
So whenever I need any aloe, I just cut a little section of about 1.5 inches off and dig the meat out, whip it up inside the water. That's my stuff.
Nice.
Yeah.
You got me thinking about when you said something the other day about it and about the desert having a lot of minerals and stuff, and sand having a lot of minerals. And I think sand is silica. I don't know if that actually like affects anything, but because the form that it's in. But I mean,
I never thought about that, but yeah, it is silica.
That and I was thinking like, what about going, like, I'm in the Great Lakes, we have beaches and they're pretty nice. Like you go up as north as you can. We got really, really rad beaches.
I would try it.
Yeah, I'm thinking about
I'd
that.
try it.
But here, it's deeper.
That's native sand. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I follow this guy on YouTube and he'll make a little biodome of like plants and creatures that are like from sand, and it'll be microbes, microbiology, right? And I'm sitting here thinking, I'm like, damn, that's what eats all the calcium carbonate, are these little fucking guys, and that's why we see in our fossils those arthropods and stuff like that, because they're trying to feed off of these minerals and the stuff that's on the minerals. So I'm like, what if I introduce the Lake Michigan or Lake Superior, like sand at an early age, get these guys working for them, and then introduce them into some living soil that I made, whipped up, Wonder if those guys could be my, like, I don't know, maybe those guys are helping to break down the shells and shit,
You're just going to beef up the army inside your soil.
Yeah. But here's the thing, though. You do a lot of watching and listening and learning, and you're like, man, they say something about, after you water, how long are the microbes really alive, Well, what about the sand, and what if you have some vermiculite in there too? I like vermiculite. I think it's great, especially outdoors, But anyway, like, what if you're using some vermiculite? That would be good, right? With some microbiology, it wouldn't die off as quick as you would think, because it has that, that like binding agent of water retention with the vermiculite,
Morning, GTB, Modern Genetics.
Hello.
Good morning.
Morning.
Guys, how you doing?
Pretty good.
Not to rub it in, but see how easy it is 420 when you do the episode. I mean, it's like effortless.
I've done it twice.
Effortless. Yeah, effortless. I've let you break the rule a few times. He's been trying to get in for the last 15 minutes. That's what I've been talking
Oh
about.
really?
shit.
There's only
Come on.
one rule. You have to do the episode. You keep sneaking through. I can't let you keep sneaking through.
420.
Can't let it happen.
420. He's one of those special guys, you know.
Okay, I smell a 420 episode coming in the next 3 days.
Yeah, what the
I
fuck?
do too. Yes.
Like stacked, right, Smiley. It's like stacked beads. That's what I meant. Like it's not like perlite, but like it'd be like growing in perlite, right? Like I mean, like the just the thought of just one solid thing in water, right? I mean, right. I know that. But in the silica, wouldn't it be the just the okay, they're like little balls, right? Stacked on each other. So like there'd be cracks. And I know there'd be water, but wouldn't there be oxygen in some of those cracks too, and like bubbles and stuff?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I'm dying to ask TTB a totally non-related cannabis question.
Oh fuck.
Ask her.
I've been thinking about your witchy ways all day.
Oh fuck.
All day.
I'm out.
I'm out. I'm out.
Got a fucking weird ass fucking bird fucking freaking me out a little bit.
A weird ass bird freaking you out?
Yeah, this fucker keeps
What
sitting
kind of
on
bird?
all my. Well, he's big fat robin.
Ooh.
For one, or she, I don't know. And she only tend to sit on the 2 vehicles out of the 3 that I drive the most. It keeps shitting on my driver's side door, just my door. That's not where it gets weird. The last few days, that very same bird has been trying to fly in, not to the windows, but into the front and back of the house doors, the screen doors. And it doesn't like come flying in and hit once. It taps in 3s. Boom, boom, boom.
Oh
and
yeah,
then
that's
flies
definitely
away.
some, that's definitely
And
someone
then
trying to
comes
fuck you.
back and it'll fly around to the opposite side of the house. Just to the back door, front and back doors.
He's like,
Again,
hey,
in 3s. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, that's someone
Flies
trying to
away.
communicate. It's the universe or somebody trying to communicate with you. I don't know what about, but
4 days in a row. 4 days in a row.
4 days in a row.
Are you parking in the same spot?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, the cars move.
He's
They
trying to tell
move,
you to
but
move your
it's still
spot.
shitting on just the driver's side door of the 2 vehicles.
He's telling you to move it. The bird is literally like, hey man, move your car. This is where I shit.
No, I don't know about that. Maybe. Because there's been a time where fucking I just got my truck washed. Like I just got it washed. It was all pretty. And I was like, oh, that's great. The next fucking morning, I swear to goodness, the next morning, it was covered in bird shit. And my dad's vehicle was fine. Like not even a drop. And they're sitting right next to each other. I'm like, what the fuck?
It's like a target.
Yeah. So I don't know. I would feel like that's someone trying to communicate with you, especially if they're doing like a routine. If it's going like, if it's just like, I don't know, being a bird.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
It's a little strange. It's been hanging out around the vehicles, like hanging out under and on and around.
Is there a bird? Is there a nest around there? There might be a nest around there too.
Probably a nest.
Yeah.
Is there a song?
Why is it?
time of the year. It's
No.
festive.
Rockin' Robin?
No.
Is it a bright colored robin or a dull colored robin?
Tweedledee.
Bright breast. A bright red
The
breasted robin.
Bright red breast.
Mhm.
Okay. So then that would be a female.
Pretty crazy.
They like worms, man. Hey, maybe are you parked on grass?
On stone.
On stone? Oh. Well, they like worms. I mean, robins are always eating worms throughout the whole day. I mean, they're just
Oh, yeah.
always eating worms. So
They
maybe you're over some, you know?
Some worm mine I don't know about and shit. I got a huge worm been under
Just
my
made me
truck
think
and shit.
it's that 420 trying to get in the wormhole.
Great one. Good one.
Not to rub
It's
it in.
that-
420,
is that
420
it
hanging on
right
its
there?
house. It's 420, 420.
They've heard I run the wormhole and shit. And they're like, let us in. They're hungry.
Yeah, she's like, what the fuck? I'm trying to get the worms.
Here for the wormhole.
Yeah.
Gets to
Tap,
worm.
Where it is, you
That
got the
would be fucking
wormhole.
funny shit. Yeah. What's
So-
the word? What's the password for the wormhole? We're like hungry.
Where it is.
I don't-
Well,
That's
That's
funny.
good. I like that.
poop sticks.
Smiley, I haven't had that bird fucking stuck in that grill for a couple of years, but I did drive around with it for better than a year.
I was trying to pay it. I'm sorry, I keep fucking interrupting. I was trying to pay attention to what he said about the silica stacked beads and the oxygen, but I think that was just a part of the wormhole. Huh? It just kind of fell in there.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
I can't see what he said either. Yeah, I've seriously been waiting to ask her that all day. I'm glad she
Well,
popped
you can
up.
always message me.
Oh, about the Rockin' Robin?
Well, that's
Wow.
like one day I was taking a break. I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh wow, there's a few robins. And then I started looking. There was 3 trees full. I mean, like full. I couldn't even get probably like 200 robins, all just hanging out in these 3 trees. I'm like, I've never seen so many robins in one place in my entire life. I don't even. Is that a sign? That better be a sign. Holy
Some
shit.
good worms. I'm just kidding.
They were looking for worms.
Sounds like a robin coalition to me.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never
Yeah.
I've never seen so many robins like together.
That'd be a gaggle of them.
Well, maybe they're migrating or something in a weird way.
Robins migrate in groups like that?
I've never heard of it, but I don't know at the same time. So I don't know it, but I don't know. Yeah. You know, cardinals though. I think cardinals have a fucking mysterious. This is the
Well,
most
cardinals are a sign from someone up above visiting you.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
weird how they when you see them, it's like just like an out of the blue kind of thing.
Yeah.
I tell you what, when I was in Pennsylvania, we had a lot of cardinals in this guy's yard. It had a lot of different types. I mean, multiple different colors of them too. There was even some that were blue jays, and also I think they had a blue cardinal in there as well, which
Wow,
was
I've
really
never seen a blue one.
yeah, they're
That's rad.
amazing looking
Never
bird.
heard of it.
Yeah. I used to do some when I was in Pennsylvania. I used to do a lot of bird watching, taking pictures and shit like that. I actually got a scene of a robin fighting with a worm.
Oh, that's
And
awesome.
there was like 5 different pictures. One with it down with its beak down in the ground. The next one, the worm's halfway out. The next one, the worm's beating it. You know, it's just
Oh,
like
wow.
back and forth, man. It was a struggle of life, but you know, the worm lost.
Yeah. Why? Okay, let me ask you this. Why do robins only eat worms? Why don't they eat seeds?
Well, they're carnivores.
Oh, well, that answers that.
Yeah, they're meat eaters.
I never knew that.
I don't know about that. I don't know. I think they might eat seeds too, you know.
I've never seen a robin eat seeds. I've only ever seen them eat worms.
Yeah, they eat worms. They
Yeah.
are a worm eating brood.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know that. But, who I've never. Have you ever? I've never really thrown out seeds for them.
Like,
You know,
I've had bird seed for other birds. I don't,
but right. You
they're
usually
like,
see.
fuck that. We hunt for our food.
This is a very stale blunt, and that's why I'm sitting here looking at it like this. It gives me a little bit of a nicotine buzz at the same time, you know.
Your tongue gets on them.
Mr. 420.
Cheers to that,
is
then.
persistent. Very
420, you have to do your episode. You've been in here too many times without an episode, and that's not fair to anybody else.
Thank you, Cheech.
That's not fair. We like it fair around here, for the most part.
So yeah. Good nights, man. Shit.
Oh, that was a good hit.
Hell yeah.
Gone Dog Mimosa. Tasty stuff.
I'll tell you.
So is there any
You think you
other
figured it out?
is there any other bird magic witchery that we need to know about?
I think that's about it. But a fair warning, we are pulling tonight at just after 420. Just after 420. It's ticking fast. I might get my work done.
Almost 420.
No work, all play.
Yeah.
Needs to be done. I need to get my garden back on track, man. After Sub fucking died, I kind of should get off track, off course. I need to get things popping again.
It'd be like that. It'd be like that. I might be young, but
He said, let's do an episode now.
No.
Spotlight started at
no.
11:30, brother. 11:30.
He
Spotlight.
tries to do that. He tries to do that every time. You'd be like,
How many
leave.
rules we
He's
gotta
like,
bend?
okay, let me do
How
my
many rules
episode.
do I have to fucking bend for 420, 420? Jeez.
watch him
Start an
be
episode.
fuck?
16.
What? 16?
Pretty.
Watch him be one of us.
No.
Sneaking in on a chat, you know, before he fucking went to school because he gets Adderall or some shit. I don't know. That'd be me. If I had internet back in the day.
I am so glad I never knew about Facebook or MySpace back in the day. Oh, fuck. The shit I'd be posting.
Oh, I made one. I always made a bunch of shit, you know what I mean? But
Just trusting Chad Westport there in chat there.
No,
He said,
no. Sorry.
you guys ever make a plan?
They can Cass and 420 can do their episode together. why would I screw myself out of 2 nights and into
Right.
one? And
Oh wait,
Right.
Cass hasn't done an episode?
No.
Chad has.
Cass
Yeah.
and 420 are the two that have slept
Oh,
through the
Cass.
cracks.
That's our special people in our group.
He still needs to
That
do an
pep
episode.
talk.
Yeah.
I had to fucking follow the rules.
Yeah.
And you even came through on like a special bonus episode where
Yeah, I know. I like skipped
what,
on
a
in.
bunch of you got in on that night and got
Yeah.
but you came back and made it right.
Right.
All the witches that did that night, you came back and made it right. You're like, I feel like I gotta own my night. And that was the only one out of all you guys that made it right. 2 other people have slipped through on technicalities.
Yeah.
Never
look at
can't
that.
get
That's true.
episodes.
Hey,
Madam
you want to hear
D.
Cheecha?
That-
You're doing some witchery
That
stuff.
to me just drives the point home that I should stick to my guns and make no exceptions. Because when you make the exception, it's like paying somebody on fucking Monday. You know what I mean?
Right.
And expecting them to
It's-
show up for the rest of the week. That
I-
shit never happens.
It's the wimpy scenario. I'd gladly pay you on Wednesday for a hamburger on Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
See you next. That's what
Popeye, you know.
I'd say
Yeah,
see.
you gotta prepay here.
I always thought that was kind of kooky about that character.
So Cheecha,
Yes.
what do you think about putting somebody's ash? Oh, and Smiley, I want to get your opinion on this too. What about using somebody's ashes in a like either hugelkultur or like a no-till bed? I know it'd be like there'd be some metals in there, maybe some arsenic.
You trying to do like that movie How High? Is that what it is? That movie How High, where his buddy, they put ashes in the pot plant and then they smoked it and he like came alive.
Yeah.
I don't know if that will happen.
That's crazy.
I
You
mean,
might just have a few crazy robins showing up and shit.
yeah, no shit. I mean,
Oh.
Yeah, I got my cousin Tim in the other room. I could do that.
I know there'd be some phosphorus in there, because it'd be a bunch of charred bone. Well, calcium and phosphorus would be a bunch of charred bones.
right? I mean, I don't see why there wouldn't be a non-benefit. I mean, when I die, I want to be turned into a tree. Put
You
my
could bring
ashes
it
in one of those tree capsules and
It's the soil food web, right? Then they'd be introduced into that. Pretty morbid. Yeah, I'm pretty fucking sick. What can I say?
it's all in how you look at it.
Right.
I think I can find better sources of like say nitrogen and shit. Damn it! Where's that urn with sugar in it?
Hey, honestly, Smiley, you look like the dude that fucking was. I swear, he used to throw some plants up in his little cornfield, like it's a little corner. He used to throw a plant there every year and have this big bang at Halloween, and like I swear, he had Jack the Ripper like 3 times, 3 Halloweens. Jack the Ripper on Halloween. It was fucking sick. I don't know how he.
Happy 420.
Happy 420.
Oh, it is there, huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
Burn
I-
'em.
Oh, we got the
Fire
damn
it
song here. Might as well play it, right?
Yeah. What the fuck? It's like it.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
I still would love to see any of you guys. Wouldn't it be funny to just sit at a light and just see somebody else besides yourself kind of spacing out to that song. Yeah, how you do?
That would be awesome. I'd be like, no fucking way. You too?
Just pull over in the next parking lot and dab. No shit.
Yeah, like, hey, let's dab it up over there.
Oh shit. That death kick my ass.
You like that little bowl. Gotta find that sweet spot for it though. Just burned off.
All about the sweet spot.
Yeah, I don't think.
I do love this bike, man. I was definitely afraid of breaking it though. That's the best about it. Glass. Things you like that are glass. There's always that risk.
Yeah. That's why when I buy glass pieces, I make sure they're thick. Like, so if I happen to drop it, it probably won't break.
Man, that shit kicked my
Hell
ass.
yeah. I should make this my alarm clock.
So I wanted to say there, yeah, Detroit hit me too, Johnny. He listened to our conversation the other night that we were talking about fishing and whatnot, and heard me say that I hadn't taken coon fishing. And so I checked the mail the other day, and he got me too with a few, telling me to
Oh, get
take
out
my
there.
gal fishing. Yeah,
Hell
get out there,
yeah.
Yes,
take
indeed.
Courtney fishing.
Hell yeah. That's
For
Yeah,
some
you need to
reason,
do that.
I
You
think
do.
there's out of like all of them. There's some cool ones in here, but I think
Hey, maybe
for
that's what the
some
Robin's
reason-
trying to tell you.
That, see that one right
That
there,
guy.
that floats. That floats.
he
on the
seems
top.
like a lucky one right there. There's so many. There's like a miniature like little bass right there, huh?
That's a good
Yeah.
one too. See,
Funny,
yeah. I haven't been fishing in years.
I need to. I haven't. It's
Holy
been a long time.
Damn.
Nice.
It's about not even half of it. Maybe 7 nights.
Right, Chad? I think it'd be awesome. I think
That's
I wouldn't
awesome.
hate life as much.
I love fishing. That
Hell
is
yeah.
one of those things that I used to do all the time. Whenever I got any kind of stress, I'd go and throw a line in the water. Oh man, it would just drift away. It was just like a stress breaker. I was able to get grounded, because I was playing in the or the worm soil, because you got worm castings
Yeah.
inside, it's like, and then, man, I tell you, oh, fishing, man, that's
But
just
now I gotta do some fishing. today.
therapeutical. Yeah, I wish I had someplace close I could go.
Yeah, I wish that for you.
In order for me to do any kind of fishing, I'd have to drive
What the
3 hours.
You could always do some aquaponics.
Yeah, I guess I could make my own fishing hole. Make me up some tilapia.
Some tilapia.
Yeah,
They don't
it'd be-
have no like fishing hole in front of one of those casinos. Some fish in there. That you can
Well,
throw
they do. They do have a Bass Pro Shop up the road
There you go.
that has a great tank that I could really
Yeah, just
fish
go in there
in.
with all your gear.
But I don't know. Right, I plant myself right up on top of that son of a gun and get all my stuff set up. And and they come up, what are you doing, man? I'm gonna have a good day. What
I'd
are
be
you
like, I'm
doing?
advertising. I'm advertising. Give me some of that merch.
It's
I'm advertising.
catch and release.
I'm going
Catch
for that
and
purdy
release.
one down there. I'm going for that purdy one. Yeah. I want that one. That's what I'm doing.
Going to get a gift basket
Just
now.
don't catch and release. Catch and release.
Yeah.
That's what I do anyways,
Right.
you know. The only time you keep them if it goes all the way down to their guts, you know, and you can't get it
If you're
out.
hungry.
Or saving.
Right, yeah.
The walleye, I love walleye and perch, man.
Oh, I haven't had walleye in forever.
The best spot is it's right where its little mouth is. It's got these little circular little muscles right where the corner of its mouth is.
Yeah, it's a little treat, actually.
Oh man,
It's all very good.
oh so good.
A lot of people don't know that
That's
either.
cool.
So good.
They're like little filet mignons.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a little treat. Most people don't know that. That's good that you know that.
Oh, I get down and dirty.
Yeah, I've done a
Appreciate
lot
a
of,
man that knows a lot
of
about
walleye fishing.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you allow me, Eagle, I'll tell a little bit of a fishing story. Because I know you wanted to
Sure.
head out 420. Okay. Up the Clackamas River, a buddy of mine said, hey, you want to go do some jack salmon fishing? And I said, what the heck is that? He goes, it's just a smaller version of a salmon. They're just called jack salmon. And I said, okay, it sounds good. So he says, this is going to be really exciting for you because we're going to catch the run as it's coming up the river.
Oh, whoa.
And I said, really? And they go, how do you know that? And he goes, well, I heard a friend of mine that lives down around this area, and he said that they just came through. So it's time for us to go. So I went up with him. We went out onto this one little peak, and it peeked out into the peninsula that, you know, peeked out into the river. And we got out under that. We had hip waders on and shit. We got out into it. It was probably up to our knees where we were at. And all of a sudden, man, the river started boiling.
Oh, because of all the fish?
It was just moving, man. It was just vibrating, the water was, you know?
Oh, that's crazy.
And it was amazing. They just started running into our legs. It was, I'd never seen anything like it.
That's crazy.
And they were probably about 12 inches to 15 inches long, right around there. And they were really big and fat and girthy in the middle. So they were just a funky, weird looking kind of a salmon. And they come up out of the ocean, you know? Yeah. So we caught a bunch of those and had a great night. Good fishing.
Hell yeah. They're
Good
totally
eating.
different.
You know, when he said jack salmon, I thought there was going to be a joke at the end where your buddy takes you and you end up stealing a bunch of fish. And he's like, see, this is where we jack salmon.
Oh, that would be funny.
Where we do it, Sonny.
That's kind of what I would expect from him, you know, but no, it wasn't that way. It was actually,
That's funny.
yeah, heck, I caught a salmon one time that was 4 foot long.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
I held it up by the gills and its mouth was like right up here and it was tapping on the ground.
I was in
What's
Luding,
that, Eagle?
What are you doing?
and
5 p.m.
I see Chad stepping out there in chat and reminding us about the Perfectly Imperfect
Oh, yeah.
show that I've missed.
Yeah, don't miss that.
The last few weeks. I've set an alarm, my sir, for 5 o'clock every Saturday. So I will not hopefully miss this afternoon show. Although I will be working and doing a whole bunch of shit, I will be listening and hopefully somewhat part-time participating in chat while I'm working today. So much respect to you. Much respect to you.
I will set an alarm to it.
yeah, for sure.
Is Chad supposed to be on at 5 o'clock tomorrow?
Tonight or
Today,
tomorrow?
Later today.
Later today.
Saturday,
Okay.
5 o'clock.
Saturday.
Is it always Saturday at 5
That
o'clock?
is
Or is it
fine.
like every Saturday?
I think it's becoming every Saturday now. It was every other Saturday, but I think
Okay.
it's every Saturday now.
On what channel?
Future Cannabis Project.
Okay.
2.
Oh, okay. Yeah, isn't
Yeah.
Painted
It,
Lady
it actually
on there
hurt.
tonight?
Ah, did it sound as painful as it was to say it?
I don't know. Did it?
It was like painful, like almost like my jaw was wired shut to
Yeah,
throw that out.
it seemed a little bit difficult the way it was coming out, almost
Yeah.
like slang did a little bit.
First and the third Saturday of the month. Like, I'm gonna fucking remember that.
First
Yeah.
and third, so every other Saturday. Yeah, kind of.
Okay. Thanks. Every other Saturday. Okay, for sure. And then is
All
Painted
right,
Lady
then.
gonna be on there? Oh, sorry. I know you want to go.
Yep.
Yeah,
No,
he's got
I
work
just
to
got
do.
to update my calendar now. I had it set for every Saturday. I need to set it for every other Saturday.
Morels. Don't forget about have morels.
Yeah.
Use good morels.
Now I have fly like an eagle stuck in my head.
Dude, I
Thanks.
have that
So
stuck
now it's stuck in my head.
it's been in my head for years. For years, dude. I've had that song stuck in my fucking head. I can't get it
It's
out.
great tune.
That's always been a great tune.
When I'm
Yeah.
super fucking flying, that's what I got in my head. I'm like, you know, I just run with it.
Well, thanks. Now it's going to be stuck in my head, cuz. Probably the next thing I'm going to have to listen to.
I'm like literally hearing the whole song in my head right now.
Hey, we'll
I
have
am
to
too. I was
have-
just singing it in my head too. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
She's
The whole
proof.
fucking wind chimes and shit.
Yeah. The electric.
All right, see everybody later.
Yeah.
I'm
All right then, Modern.
Bye
All
bye,
right.
guys.
Peace, bye. Thank you for popping on, brother.
Love you.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Peace out, guys. All like dominoes.
Yep.
You're calling Domino.
Australian,
Domino.
Australian
Two
says,
guys.
fly
Yeah.
like an eagle into Eagle's window.
Or a screen door. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
That's it.
Shit on his car.
Dog cars. You shit on my dog car. All right, guys. I'll see you later.
Peace out.
Yeah.
Peace out.
Yeah, I'm gonna fly too. Eagle. Always a good time coming on, talking to everybody. Red,
Mm-hmm.
Cheecha. Who else we got in there? Captain 420, you're not on there anymore. You're in chat. Talk to you later. Gus. Everybody in chat, I'll see you out there.
Great night,
Peace
John.
out. Love you.
Okay, I'm out too. I'm gonna soar like an eagle right on out of here. But yeah, I don't know how bad the rain's coming down for Captain 420, but batten down the hatch. Sounds like.
Yeah.
Cheers to you guys, Cheecha, Eagle, and
Much
cheers to
love.
everyone in chat. I'll see everyone probably tomorrow. Peace out.
Miss Cheecha B, always a pleasure.
Yes.
Glad you took
Much
some
love.
time to pop on.
Yeah. Well, peace out. Much love. Thanks for having me on, and I'll see you later.
Great day. Well, that does conclude this episode of The Wormhole. Do not record. Go. Boom. Now it's just myself. Thank you guys very much for tuning in on this great Friday. Again, thanks very much, Scooter3G on Instagram, or In for the Grill, as you know him in the YouTube chats here, for one amazing episode. I look forward to hanging out with you, as well as the rest of the past guests that had the key for the wormhole. It's always good time talking to all of you guys night after night, whenever we can sneak in the wormhole. Hello, goodbye, Gorski, to you too. If you'd like, I think I'm gonna throw, depending on what they throw me, Cheech. I've had a couple good nights where I fucking nailed that shit down. Let me see here. Let me find some fucking. This is too slow. Too slow for timing. Gotta go back and find something else for that. We'll start this one off with a little Everlast and Santana for in for the grill. We hung out. Hey Jeff, how you doing, man? Nice to see you as well, hanging out in chat. Here we go. Let's see where this leads us. I'm an Everlast fan too, by the way. Scooter. Torch out of the way. We got the shout outs list. Man, I wish I had them up like this. So, fucking. See if I can see. Fuck it. It's gonna be weird reading them like that. Oh. Give her a go though. Here we go. So you guys aren't looking at the top of my head. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. That's not what this was supposed to be. What happened there? What the fuck? Makes me mad. That's not the playlist. Clearly not the playlist I picked. Shout outs on pause. I won't even be there now. Fuck there. I just asked for one song. YouTube. How about you and Lexi? Maybe. Here we go, guys. Sub Cool, D's House Dank, Mama Law 710, Scarecrow 420, Green Thumb Bone, Christina MG89, Unplugged 705, Medical McGullough Cuddy, Rick D, the Rebel, the 19207, Fabian, Selena Tate's not here, Tom Spook, Greg Walker, Mendo Dope, T Dog, Dung Beetle, Red Eye Jedi, Grows, Mother Nature, Justin Conway, Duckweed, Run Boy 7426, Justin Gooder, Strongman, Okie Grower 75, Corey Trevor, Michael Walsh, Mobilistic 420, Who's Your Cat Daddy, Taco Don Slug, Rick S. and In the Bushes 827, James Simmons, Kevin Hahn, World's Last Hope, Pats Fan 420, Biominter, Dirt Road Dude, Canna Shiva, Jose Ramirez, Red Eye Rustler, Dad Goblin, Dr. Buzz Lightyear, 710 Canuck, Canna Queen Genetics, Savvy Tanase, Fumador, Dirt Man Dan, Keith the Glass Sales, Mr. Rosilla, Sun Premium Garden, Rasta Bob, Rasta Jeff, that is, of course, Embracing Organics. Soil Root, Small Tubes, Tyler, Frosty Buds, North Michigan Micro, Ouija Buds, Stuff T Roy, Big Jar Grows, JC, Monarch Genetics, SoCal, Weedner, and John, Last PPJ, First Team, Green County Grower, CJ Apple, Perfectly Imperfected, Chad Westport, I'm guessing that's you, Dollar Tree Grower, T1 Productions, Stank Grower, TOA Grow Meds, Miss Nudie Grows, I Grew Some, Johnny Cannaseed, Nutrient Shootouts, Naughty Nicky, Zoe and Slimer, NNY Pixel Monkey, St. Bernard's Observation Booth. It's been a minute since I've seen you in chat. Hopefully you are well. Clover 420, High Spy, Aldridge 25. Miss Madam T was in chat tonight. Still moving, all grower. The Canna Crate, Loki Grows, Sus, this guy, Burton 79, Polish Hammer, Midwest Outlaws, 31, Voodoo Ultras. Happy birthday. I forgot to mention that at the top of the show. Fresno Nerds, Cali Connections, Wolverine Grown, Big Jar Grows, Jimmy One for Life Late, Way Back, Robert D Block, MMP Nations Creations, Amber Lalana, Psychedelic Warlock, Artist LD, Sir Sticky Rob, Big Day 420, Brett Wendell, Big Ed 1961, Manaway, Manawati G3, The Green Click, JK, Triple G, Mr. Street Clay, Brittany and Tyler Teasley, Hill Farms, Lisa G, John, Peachy Crazy for you, BGWG 420, bro, Dr. Budswell, Purple Thumb OG, Arthur, Centralia, Arthur, Just Face 420, East Coast Store 420, Sir Howell, Trey Malone, Keep It Real, Haggerton 420, Sub Zufflin, Audit Everywhere, PTW, Gross, Bingus, Green Puffin, Man, Alex, Boy Cadet, Chef Life, School of Crop, because I love it, Green Mountain Grower, Southwest Okie, Real 100, 212, Andy Man, Randy Family Farms, Page Farms, Me All Flower, Ryan Henderson, Green 13, Noob Silbot Wins, Kingdom Aquaponics, Indra, Michigan Native, Mary Jane Red Garden, Streamer 77, Double D, Bad Bunny Nutrients, Mr. Green Pots, Mr. Green Nugs from 619 to 664, Jones to the Grow, Papa G Grows, Raz Amy, Droz Grows, Cass, the Grow from Your Heart podcast, Lily Luna, the Green Med Flock, Jerry Mike Brandon, Stony Creek Lost Art, Mr. No One, LG 420, Giant Mike, Prometheus Soil, Jason Isom, P. Wynn, David Colby, Mason 662, Scroggy McScroggets in the Forest, Goddess, Phyllis, Kaylee, Chad and Brad, Family Farms, Paulie P, Bjorn, Kevin Jodry, Mike Concho, Jay Huggins, UDA, Greeting Hugger, Chris Cloud, Joshua Steenson, Organic Home Buds, Warren Nelson, Cam Wood, Maine Mystic, Show Love Always, Kelly Stone, Texas OG, Chuck Norris, Sargess, Claire Fresno, Happy Guy, Dan the Indoor Man, Homies Hamilton, Grown, Cook Smoke, Keystone, Camouflage, PA, Big Eye 710, Eugene Greeley, Ace True Hustle, Fred Darn Collis, North Arizona, Grow 420, No Sell It, Jesse White, Gostain Yeti, Introvert, Genetics, So J, Dixon Robert, Killer 8 Mo, James Buttercreek, C Dub from NorCal, The Pharmacy Seedbeck, Deadhead, Smokey 616, Curtis Mahan, Matt Myron, Morte, Rick Heyman, Stephanie Dora, Antenna Seeds, Fabcarious Kate, Mike Rubel, The Drew Bear 420, Maxi 751, Lawrence Gonzalez, Slow to Get Up, Stu Move, Popco 719, Bake with Shake, baby. Well, PWC Grown Buds, 13 seconds. Holy shit. Laura Wash, Miss Reed Blunt, Old School Grower, Chad Westport, Honcho Grown, Flora Nuggets, My Little Piece of Heaven, Punch It Sound Seeds, Goliath Grow, Richard T, Christy Wannabe, Foo Spectrum Gone, God, Mr. Soul, Glory Hanson, Real 2,000 Years of Tradition, Pimp Jam, McBodie Face, Show Me Sasquatch, Fuck Google and You, I'm Going Will, Canadian Restore, Poor Dirt Farmer, Carl Wright, Zeffner, Humble Farms, Tannery Farms, Seldom Seen, Oak Park Gardens, Hale 9782, Skunky Packs, Martial Arts 2012, Micro Slave, Hafner, Danny McDizzle, Medically Fit, KGB, Robert, Mr. Greenfingers, Motherfucking Thomas, Monkey Balls, Andrew Chaplin, Bobby, Rancho Costa Plenty. Sorry, I almost skipped you. Andrew Chaplin, Bobby Lynn Means, Trench Digger, Mr. Mac, Tony Lake, Bologna, Bill S., Miss Weed, Peace, Tater Delicious, Mr. Minty, Country Roots, You're on Fire, Trinets, Earth Creeper, Big Ray 420, Teeny 101, Buds and Hazard, Mr. Club 14, Bearded Beerman 616, Bearded Beerman Farm 616, not a lot more, Max Screwman, Ruby. Why aren't you playing, goddammit? Timothy McKimmons, Neo, Justin Beans, Socratic 88, Fat Belly, Real, Jennifer Steele, Kimba 03, Terry Farmer, Shannon Stevens, Carlitos, Latinos, Gator Country, Mr. Speed, Wolf Scene, Firesaw, Wally Wookie, The Goddess Rose, Rasta Bob, White Feathered Grown. Good tune right here. The Goddess Grows, Rasta Bob, White Feather Grows, Furnace Room, Stone Grows, Sank, the Caveman Grows, BX Gunner, Smith Dude, New Grows, Sean McCann, Jay Monk, Stink and Jenna, Wow, Canna Grow, Fall Dogs, Huron, Canada, Counselor, Liz Parish, Rockram, Justice Smith, 420 Men, Fresh Grow, Thriving Herbs, High Boy, Your Mailman Grows, We Be Growing, Australian Grown, For Love of the Plant, Argo, American, Smart Poker, Unfrozen, Caveman, Hawaii's Highest, Surfcraft, Michael Groon, Jeff Lowenfels, Michael Grows, Mobius Grows, Stink, Brownie, Stan D, Elliot Harkins, Mystic Flavor, Forging Gardner, Overwater, Overkill, Seattle Steve, Shadow Warrior, Valley Green 514, Amelia Jensen, Oz, Indica, Dr. MJ, Coco, Brandon Russ, Matthew Gates, Steve Bags, Jerome Star, Shotgun Willie, Dank Yoda, Jay Simmons, Sure Bro Grows, Clackaman Scoop, DJ Conley, Aaron the Grower, Light 1978, Michigan Grown Buds, Your Boy, Your Old Boy, Delta 9, Jay McDaniels, Clackamas 420, Stinky Cola, still in sign for PFC Farms, Husky Garden, Sun Grown 707, J8 Dro, J420, Cascadia Grows, T Toast McGee, 4 Plants 8, Weedworks, Captain Scrog, Skunky Buns, Hans Warrior, Jackie Young, Terry Lee Live, Magaster Tempe, and The Urge Green Jr., Leon from All Purpose Plus, Green Goose, 11 Smiles 11, Bindu Buds, Michael Ross at Plenty, 311 Mix Up, Kender Growth, Evergreen Hayes, G, Friends, Tree, MMJ, Matt S, Say Ball, Dragonfly B, Justin Med, Travis Waltz, Lucky Mike, Seattle Chronic Seeds, King Chronic, Titan from Blasco Seeds, Shangle Gas, Webasso for Life, John Smith, Tommy Dracos, Oak King Raz, Pop Little, Slow Roll, Spiky Pilots, Oscar Green Jr., Matt Seaward, Into 11, Stephanie B, Shark Bullet 989, Bob Brown, Sovereign Golden, Steve, Sonar Nation 420, Tommy Trico, Joey Y, Bugs 1313, Grower, Painted Lady, Frank Brew, Jay Myers, The Mid, The Chat, Mr. Randy D, Bag C, Dr. DGC, Jeff, Shredder 911, Dutch Grows, Scallywag 420, Skillbull 1, Med Grower 1, Empire Breeding Go, Goalie, Lost Leaf, Liam Mass, Danny Danko, B Bear Son, Ali Noble, CK, Tommy Trinidad, Looney Jester, Smoking with Small Town, Tim S, Mr. Lazy, Raptor Growth, Rob, Automation is Freedom, Robert Hazelton, Dora, Michigan Forward, Double Tap Farms, Mr. Green Thumb 420, 808, Rudy Prospects, Camp Bus Driver, Hayden Light, Kenny 710, Operation Grow, T-Ben 420, 696, Rude Nut 619, The Hammered, E-Nails, thank you both, and Dr. Scramble, VF, VB Moonrock, DHF, Double W, Bio Green, Stealth Grower 56, Hakey Safety 420, OGK, P. Ganja Nano, Your Mama, Georgia Joe, Roy Rodriguez, Speed Growing, Nature's Best Nugs, Killer Bee Grows, Ganja Wizard, Husky Gardens, Nut Tree 420, Dr. Ooh, Soul for Life, Dr. Ooh, Soul Life 420, I already got you, Bully for Life, Dr. Jeffro, no, Jeffro 420, why don't I throw Dr. bro? BB 698, Dr. Franklin Booty, maybe that's why, goddamn, I'm Big Ted's Test. The Riffin' Fat Boy, Jack Greenstock, 420, 420, Boom Pirates, Charlie Farms, 420, Aldridge, 25, Smiley's Gardens, JD's, Misty's Nugs, Smoking Grow, Frazier, Go Koski, Twisted Roots, Faded Farms, 20, 420, Jeff Dorowski, Jim Menick, Memory Farms of all 420, Cameron, Mr. Bagsy, Jill Carter, Mystic Marks, Mystic Grower, Ginger Snaps, DTE, Gross A, Rick Wolf, PLP 2372, Mike Denver, Ned Denver, Sergeant Pepper 420, Candy Trooper, Blind Cat 420, Light Up Against Him, UKSI 420, Buddha Boy, Devon Shipwreck, Medical MJ, Budsville, USA, Resurrection Prophet, Chris Martinez, Dankman, Dan, Dankman 420, Red Set of Farms, Good Luck, Joni Bell, Cheecha B, Most Hated Grower, the Major General 420 Army, the American One, W Digger 714, Sarate, Skinny Oats, Atlantic, Mountain Skies, Ready to Hit That Hot Fire, Chris Mertz, Kean Save, Robbie Sergeant Live, Hepa Cam, Finger Lakes Finest, Ridge Patch, Doja Moon, Southern BT, Grower, Choose Medical, Jerry Bear, Plus One, Mushroom, Secret City, Pioneers, Milo 10, 2022 Spacewalker, Christian, T Monk, T Barrington, Heart and Soul, Homegrown, White P, T Dwayne, East Coast Will, Heidi Day, Galactic Gardens, John Smith, Elliptis, My Natural Farms, Pacific Northwest Seeds, Ross Kaya, Paul, Lemon, Hopeful, Trent Digger, Rich, Rita's Juicy Life. Sorry, Rita. Richard 420, Grant Manuel, Mary Bound, Simon Sizzle, 9-inch Colas, Chris Mo, DK Trades, Vision Creator, Guru, Decime Brew, Cannon Nation, Jay Wire, Bobby, Sean Bids, Rescue Ready, Roadside, LLC, Notorious Nug, Magna Seeds, Father and Son Trimming Tutorials, D-Tub Dank, Jose Ramirez, or Jose Martin Perez, sorry, Jose, Doggo the Hut, 420, Buck, Chibo Man, GR 420, Community Videos, Detroit River Rat, thank you again, Luis Garcia, Michael P, AJ Everyday, Captain Audit, thank you, where the fuck? Cheddar Bob 13, Maine 420, Mad Grower, Cooking Scoop. In for the grill, thank you again, my friend. All backwoods, all good. Sal Mansell, Adam Skankin, Chanel Simpson, One Smoke Away, Ganja Roots, Kazoo, Aaron Burnett, Shrooms, Mr. Lincoln, Stinking Angel Studios, MG 420, Grow Temp, Paul D. Ella, John Fleming, Dankovich, Frygro Flower, Paulie P. Seldom Seen, Elevated, Lenny Organic, Sunman, Chiba Sunny, Jeff Pollock, Ricardo Sosa, Dan J, Earth Friendly Farming, Candy Forest Farmer, fuck all that B. I'm going Misfit Grower, Jason Line 512, Snake Eyes, Northern 4466, Jason Greystone, Soaking Baker MD, thank God you snapped out of that coma. Sony Big Sony Creek, Russ, Sonic, Fringe Dweller, Tarzan, Superman, Old Man, Herman Ash, Freebird, Mold Grower, Matty Gar, Simple Man, Survival Time, Tim Blake, East Coast, or Gulf Coast Chronic, rather, Saint Fat, Caballero, Polero, Harley Grower, Jen God, Jason Line, 512, Steve Collins, Todd Kendricks, Property Maintenance, Sharpie, in the Island Haze, Scuba Steve Speaks, J.R. Reed, Randy K, Steve Collins, TCDR, Miss You Brother, Claire Killian, Wardrobe Farming, Grande Grande, Pip 1000, Ace Boo, 3223, Wake Up, Captain Freedom, Be Buffer Smile, 15 Digit, Mission Ganja Mooch, Hash, Fred G, Super Bob, Broski, Weekend at Bernie's, 8 K-Bag, Justin Station, Strong Style, Organic, Zippy, iMedic 31, RCK Hell, Me All Flower, Brent Gould, Todd Kendricks, Mutants, KMT, Chris B, True Serum, Folk Times, Fo, Natty Dread, Barbara Matthews, Ancient Soul, Grown, Kevin Jiu-Jitsu, Canna Health and Happiness, Berserk 215, Collab, Low Cut, Albert Trembling, Mo Manic Meds, Zaraz Fancy, Yellen, Huge Anus, James Thomas, Spoon, Miss Jill, Big Daddy, LT Gardens, High Flyer 420, Lobster Bust, Bro, Mother Tree, Maine, Red Pill, Your Boy, Roy Boy, Ecstatic, Shannon Gibbons, Ruhan, Rick W, Comfortably Numb, One Smoke Away, The 840 Show, Richard Lamb, Cannabis Pursuit, K Rolling, Worthy Buzz, Logan Man 81, Oil and Flower Podcast, Entourage Effects, Warren Dixon, Pink Lady Luck, El Mondo 420, Surrounded by Keith, Ferrari Farms, Fringe Brother, Single Fireman's Happiness Without Kids, Richard Forbes, David Comenta, D4P Funk, Nicotine, John Reese, What About Bob, Prince Patty, Daniel Bergman, Green Puffin Man, B. Dungley, James Chung, Charles Gross 818, John Wayne, Carolina Roots, Sister Golden Hair, Dana, El Dangarino, Kane F Farms, or Kane F Gardens, Blank 1030, Choose One, Only Feed, Farmer James, Crypto Dope, HIP Grower, James Javine, or Matt Javine, Dan Maringo, Maine, Chronic Wonders, Surprise Grow, Top Floor Genetics, Small Business 420, Can2 Cannabis, Just, Fisher, My Dog Nelly, Rooster, Alex Hardy, Hardy Gear, Medicropper, Daniel Grows Photos, Mitten, Grown Med, Sunrise Grows, My Girls, you know who you are, No Lamb 916, Grumpy Toad, Alchemist and Canna Mix, Soul Bone Addiction, Ross, Joe, Alex D, Dirty Or Catfish, High Power, Thunder Dan, Propagation Station, Dan or John Daniels, Lisa Marie, Charge Grows 818 again, Blaze Daily, Pied Piper, Perpetual, Eagle Proud Warrior, Sarah Smiles for You, Frank Lasada, The Dank Duchess, Keno, Kelly Maxwell, Captain 420, Saint Fat, What About Bob Again, Il Jester, Pop Shrooms, John Gorski, John Dugan, Gangsta, THC4, T or P, God damn it, THC4, PTSD, T Barrington, Hunter Grown, Swamp Camp, Arlero, Caballero, Best of because Mr. Manny D, Canafari, 420 AV Normal, Franklin Guerrero, Bare Feet, John J Brent 74, CK Brown Guy 420, Pachyderm 420, Burning Tree Main, EA Gray Sun Grow 207, Hydro Daily, Hemp with Gigi, Jamie Reen, Supreme Great, Stony Rockefeller, Caveman Cannabis, Brew City Synthetics, Hawaii Sustainable, Midnight Roots, Dead Cynic, Knuckles, Michael P, B, Polly B, Quick B, Nimble, Bud Kilowatts, Michael D, Football 89, Disbanded Brothers, Macilia Matt, Joseph, Macilium, Grace, Medicine RX, Keith and Chief, Hydro Daily again, Concerned Mayor, Concerned American, wow. Cannabis 411, Freedom of Speech, Dr. Joints Worth, These Trees, Ganja Sudoku, 710 is Oil Upside Down, Jesse Stevenson, Victoria Badats. What about Bob? Scared Gardens, Dust Road, Slick 8. Slick Rick 8, Dog Pounds, Dave in St. Louis, Armav Watts, I know I fucked that up, Guts, Gosh Shane Yeti, Ed Bren, sorry about that, MN Grown, I'm guessing that's Maine Grown, Uncle Elmer, of course, last but not least, Weedus 207, wow, that seemed like that took extra long time tonight, sorry about that. Thank you guys for tuning in very much. I appreciate your guys' time, your effort, more than you guys will ever know. Seriously. Please join me tonight when my guest will be Dabs for Dads, another Michigan grower, caregiver, extract artist. Looking forward to this one as well. It looks like it may be an audio only episode. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Tuck and roll, tuck and roll. Well, you guys know the routine. If this is the end of your journey for the day, please get some rest. If this is the beginning of your day, make it an awesome day, man. It's fucking Saturday. I've taken a couple days off from the BS daily grind to catch up some garden work, some house BS. And then I got a surprise today. My oldest baby girl will be here to spend some time with me Sunday, which is gonna be fucking epic in my book. So I'm looking forward in the next few days. Have a great day. I will see you tonight. Love you guys. I am out of here. Have an amazing day. Oh, I can't forget how much forgets. Please do something nice for somebody. Random acts of kindness do save lives. You guys know, living, breathing example of this. Thank you guys for one of the biggest acts of kindness I've ever seen. Have an amazing day.